We're just in. Who gives
Oh, you've already started
Yeah,
it?
I've already started
Okay,
it.
dope. That's cool.
Who gives a fuck? I may edit the beginning of it and just find a cool, like a fun spot to just like start it. Who gives a shit?
Well, I
You
mean,
know what
but
I'm
people are usually used to hearing intro music, so it's like, guess what?
Yeah, I know.
The old switcheroo.
Well, I guess I'll do the intro music now.
Yeah, go ahead and fire
And
it.
I'll just cut out the beginning of that.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Who gives a shit?
Right.
My files. Audio files. Here it goes.
Hey, we're big in Canada. Is this amateur night?
There it goes. It is amateur night. Enjoy our theme music. Oh, this is the good part. Who's that guy? He sounds cool.
He used to be one of our co-hosts.
We killed him. He's in the freezer.
Shout out Dahmer. You know, I didn't see one person dressed up as Dahmer at that party.
Really? You
Yeah,
think you would see it everywhere?
Because I asked about that, and then apparently one of the girls at work was like, well, you do know that the victims' families come out and said, please don't dress up like Dahmer. I was like, okay, can we... Yeah, it sucks, but it's Halloween. I mean,
Yeah, no.
let's not... Sorry. It's not like somebody's going to run around dressed up like a drunk driver that killed your kid. Like, I mean, that could be any of them. You know what I mean? Sorry. It was a little harsh. But yeah, I didn't see my dressed up like Dahmer. I figured I would have with the popularity of the show. I didn't see any.
Yeah, I would think so. I don't know. I didn't really look at a whole lot of Halloween costumes this year. I didn't go to any parties or anything.
Well, you know how we talked about
lame as fuck.
last episode? We talked about I never been to a costume party like an adult
Yeah,
Halloween.
a hot one.
So I kind of went to one by accident. We went
Yeah,
to,
so,
we went-
I saw the pictures.
So we went
Thanks
to-
for the invite.
Yeah, well, I was in Paducah. It wasn't my place.
Okay.
Anyways,
A good thing you didn't. I'm not allowed in Paducah.
are you not?
No.
Oh, I was like,
Fucking
something.
weird.
Well, I know you've got a slippery
I've
past.
been banned. All right. Sheriff was like, "Get out of here, never come back."
He was there. That's exactly how he talked. No, so we went to eat at a place called Up Down something up.
Up, down, in, out. You were at In-N-Out Burger.
It wasn't In-N-Out Burger. No, I'm familiar with that franchise. No, it was. I think it was Upside Down and Get In Out.
Right.
I don't know. It was some. Hold on. Now it's
Sit
gonna
on
piss me
this?
out. Yeah, it was sit on this for money. We'll sit on things for burgers. Hold on. That was it up
There goes the beer down in my belly.
up and down? That's so wrong. I know it is. That makes no sense.
Up, down, the up, down.
Up down. Hold on.
Hey, that's a good podcast.
Oh, Over and Under. Over and Under Paducah. Yeah, if you guys
Okay.
never been, it's pretty good. Pub food, whatever. Cool atmosphere. That was the night of the Tennessee and Kentucky game, which, by the way, a lot of upset Kentucky fans in that bar.
I don't know why they should have known.
Well, that's kind of what I told the guy who was with us because he was a fan. I was like, I'm
Right.
really sorry about
It's
your
like,
team. Like,
Are you really that upset? You've been here like a bunch of times.
well, that's why I was like, I'm actually like, I was like, clearly, I don't look like I watch football.
Right.
But, so we ate and stuff. But then they were like, hey, we'll go to this bar down the way because he's from there. I was like, okay, cool, man. He's a nice guy. So we go out there and, like, I guess I forgot it was Halloween season. So we walk in and I'm
Spooky
dressed
season.
like this, yeah. And I walk in and I'm getting stared at. I'm like, I look over and there's David Bowie's
Cock.
Labyrinth Goblin King. Yeah, cod piece and all. It was just the cod piece, wasn't even the full costume. So he's there and he's got a
He was
glass
just wearing a
ball.
t-shirt above. He was just wearing the
just
Bowie cod
He's like,
piece.
hi, I'm a cod. So he's got the glass balls. He looks great. And then there's the Mad Hatter over here. Michael Myers is walking by. He's 7'3". The guy is.
You always have that one guy want to do Mike
Yeah,
Myers. Yeah.
the whole thing. And then there was a Hobbit, a girl dressed in colonial clothing, which I lost it over seeing that because
Oh,
it
yeah.
was so funny. Everything. The whole Frodo Baggins was there. The best part of the whole thing was we finally sit down and realized they're having a costume contest. It's probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
They come walking in, this dude, I'm pretty sure it was a man, was dressed like a stripper version, cross-dressing Freddy Krueger, because he had calves like the size of my pickup truck and was like 9'2". And I was like, this is a rendition I've never seen before. So I had a lot of questions. But yeah, it was a good costume. It was just really odd. And I
Yeah,
told
yeah.
them, I was like, I don't think I belong here. I just felt weird. Good drinks though. But it's weird because I told him, and I was like, is this like a middle-aged and older costume party? Like
Probably.
people have money that they do a really elaborate costumes. Like a guy walked in
It
from
was like the crowd from the adults in Hocus Pocus, like that.
yeah, kind of like that. So
all
they didn't
did
break
this.
out into song though.
Right.
So
Unfortunately.
the guy comes in too, and he was by himself, kind of older. He comes in with a full astronaut suit from the Alien, the 70s version with the chest burster.
Right. Okay.
Dude,
That's dope.
it's really cool. It was really neat.
Yeah, I like when people really put some effort into it.
They had some
don't just
good
like
ones.
put some tinfoil and plastic wrap and they'll call it a costume.
But I will say,
I mean, sometimes those are funny.
a girl
but-
did walk in with her tribe of folks. And I guess a popular costume that I didn't know about was the bunny costume from Space Jam. You know, the sexy bunny
Yeah, yeah,
that they
yeah.
redid
Lola
to
bunny.
make it more like, they made her
Yeah.
like heavier set in the new one or whatever.
Yeah, for some reason, giving like
More bum-like.
millions of 12-year-olds around the world boners by watching a
Yeah.
anamorphic bunny.
So they had those costumes on, which I was like, okay, it's cool. You know, of course, guys, those are cute. I'm like, yeah, I get it. It looked cool. It's classy, sexy kind of thing. Well, then behind them, and I'd been drinking. I told guys, like, if you guys want to see what Vegas is like, here comes some on their way.
There you go.
And of course, she's like, what? I'm like, just look. And these two girls walked in, and they had the penthouse, like, bunny style suits with the thing. And I was just like, she kind of looked at me. She's like, look behind you. I went like this. Dude, full ass.
Yeah.
Thonged ass in my peripheral. I was just like, yeah, that's nice. I was like, I'm sorry, I looked.
Of course you
But yeah, so like they had from that.
Did you pull the move to where like here's a guy move, ladies? This is something we.
Is this
did.
from Hall Pass?
Huh? Is it from Hall Pass?
I don't know. Go ahead and I'll tell you
I
if
haven't
it's from
said
Hall
it
Pass.
yet.
It's probably the same thing though. But go
But
ahead.
I mean, whether this is from a thing, this is I think a move that we all naturally know to do. Is you see an attractive woman walking towards you, right, and
Yeah.
you can tell. I don't need to see the back. I know there's something going on.
Yeah.
Right? You can tell.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Right. I could just use the powers of deduction from the front and know that the back is going to be spectacular.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and turn and look. Oh, it's over here and down this way. Oh, and then she just walks into your field of vision.
Oh yeah. But now I'm just kind of like.
Now, yeah, as you get older, I swear to
But
God,
a lot of
whenever
times
I'm,
women
when I'm like,
point them out.
yeah, literally, yeah, you actually have like back problems because they arch them out so much.
That's
right?
correct.
I literally think that I'm probably going to be like this pervy, like old dude. As
We
I
already
get
are
older.
pervy old.
That's what I'm
dudes.
saying. I can see the progression. It's
Yeah,
getting that way.
because it's fun.
Yeah, because who gives a fuck?
Sorry, women look at men too. They do the same thing. I don't give a shit. I don't.
They do more than that. Actually,
Yes.
they like grab ass at dudes and all this kind of stuff, and then we're supposed to just
Which is
kind of
really,
take it, which I love.
which is really flattering.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
if,
That's awesome.
I'd be psyched if someone like grabbed my.
Oh, yeah,
this is
100%.
great.
That's it.
I've told someone that we talked about that work that day.
And
I
then
was
you turn
like,
around and it's Joe, and he's like, "Hey."
even still, like, thanks,
Even
Joe.
still, like,
I'm
appreciate it,
like,
Joe.
appreciate it, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, like I'm not upset with him. Like, don't try to attack me because I'm, short and somewhat able-bodied.
How about that as a name? Thanks, bruh.
Thanks, bro. I like that. Write that down.
Write that down. No,
Take it
taking
note.
notes.
Notepad.
We're workshopping new podcast name ideas. So again, if you guys have some ideas,
They're not going to tell you.
I mean, I know.
They're not going
listen,
to tell
I
you.
know
Stop.
our audience. I know the demographic. Okay?
I checked today.
They're just like
28.
us.
It's 28 to 34. I
Right.
checked it today, boys.
And they're just like us. They have
ladies.
disgusting minds.
Oh, and by the way,
Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening.
78% of our audience is male. I did.
Duh.
I checked the stats.
Actually, that's
I checked.
so. Sorry, wait. So I was thinking. So that means like we said 76.
Yeah.
So 24 is
Yes.
24% is women. That's actually higher than I
Yeah,
thought.
I thought so too. I think it's pretty cool. I was
I
like,
think
all
I
right.
know. I think. Well, see, based on our numbers, I think I know all the women.
I do too. I know all 28% of 25
I
of those
think,
women.
I think I know all of them.
Yeah. And most of it's family. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not my mom. Mom, you better not be listening.
We love you.
We love our moms. All right, let me get this marked down because I'm
too,
really
that's
bad
right.
at like forgetting shit. Like I'll have a great idea. It could be like I could be a millionaire type idea, but it's
Yeah.
like while I'm shitting, I don't have like I just forget. I don't make a note, and then I'll forget it. I'll literally forget it 5 minutes later.
Speaking of when you were talking about peripherals and the guy moves, Kylie and I had an interesting conversation earlier before I got here. I saw a little thing on my Instagram with like another podcast, and it like, when you pull up Instagram first, it has to load the rest of your feed.
That's
There
so
was,
annoying.
there was a video. I was like, "Oh, that's a good one." And right before I could get it, I follow like 3,000 pages,
dude.
so I'm never gonna find that page again. Like once I know it's gone, it's
Oh,
gone.
no. I've done that. So that there used to be a real big problem. I don't know, a year ago,
Couple weeks ago.
to where they made some sort of change to where every time you opened up Instagram, it
Yeah.
would immediately shoot to the
Yeah.
top. Now they fixed it where it's like it's better. So if I get off of Instagram to like take a phone call and then I go right back, it'll go right back to the same place. But you have to it's like you're a surgeon. You have to surgically make sure you
Yeah.
like tap.
Well,
tap.
that's-
don't accidentally swipe up or
that's
down
update.
because it can fuck you up.
That was update 11.6 that did that. They introduced that particular auto jump.
Okay, I didn't know you were keeping track.
I actually just made that up.
I figured.
But it sounded. I was gonna see if I could really sell that for a minute. Like it's.
I've done that before.
I did 11.6.
Where it does that, and it scrolls up, and you're like, that was pretty fast. I think it's further, we're way down. So I was like, try to go down as fast as possible until I come across it again. I'm like, there it is.
I wish. I like how I said that. If someone would have been like listening, if this was live, and be like, "The fuck? It's 8.2, liar."
I know,
I'm like,
right?
I just made that shit up.
Push their glasses up. It's 8.2.
It's 8.2.
They don't know what they're talking about.
It's not the speeds. It's the ping.
It's that fucking guy. Oh my god.
But anyway, so Kylie and I have a conversation. It was about can guys have girls that are friends that's strictly platonic, like it's not sexual in nature. So let me finish, and then you can go. I know you're excited. Hold on. So it happened to come up, and I said, "Fuck, I done lost my thought now because you got
Great,
excited.
I guess I'm gonna
Son
go now.
of a bitch. Hold on, give me a second. It was between a couple of Laffy Taffies and a Starburst because we got 4 pounds of candy at the house from. Oh, I'm dumb. There it went.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Fugazi.
Yeah, it's very All right, you go ahead. I'm gone. I totally blanked that out.
Okay.
I don't have any idea what I was going to say.
I would say.
Oh, I found it.
I was just about to say.
It's here. It's here. I told her that I said, you know that every man has a processing machine that we process. Every woman
Goes
we
through the
meet,
system.
we process having sex with that person.
Nobody can escape the
You
system.
can't escape it. And we run it 98.6% of the time it runs. However, it's when you linger on it is when it becomes a problem. But you just process like, and then that's it. And it's not even judgy. It's just literally processed in, and then it's out.
Right. Imagine like if it's
it.
you ever seen like the package sorting at like a UPS or like in an airport or like baggage sorting at the airport where you have like the conveyor belt and like all the luggage is going through that way. Everybody's going down that way. Every once in a while.
Did you say baluggage?
Baluggage. All the baluggage.
All the. That's what I thought you said. You were dead serious. All the baluggage.
I don't know what it is, but something about having the headphones on.
It's those light guys.
And it's the beers and just these ginormous DSLs that I have that I just fumble words for some reason. But I don't know. I think I need to like crank the volume up so I can hear myself better. Right.
It's all the baluggage.
So all the baluggage is going down the main conveyor belt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And then every once in a while, you'll have like a thing will pop out and it'll kick a piece of luggage off into a different direction or wherever.
Yeah.
That's what happens sometimes. Most everybody's going through it. Every once in a while, you get one's kicked off and it goes into obsession land.
Yeah, well, it goes luggage and baluggage. Luggage and baluggage.
Then it becomes baluggage, and then you're in trouble.
Then, but can't get out.
Right. And then you're divorced.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. All that actually makes more sense now by adding that "b" in the front of it. Have another one. But yeah, so I told her that, and I was like, yeah, so we run it all the time. I said, just, whether or not you linger on one, obviously, to go back and re-Xerox it. So, but anyways, I told her, I said, guys can do that.
We're not going to necessarily act on it, obviously.
No. I said, guys can have girls that are friends that is not sexual. Like, guys don't want to, every girl I meet, I don't want to fuck them. Like, I don't.
Well, I'd say in my case, the vast majority of my relationships with women are not
friends.
sexual.
That's what I'm saying. They're not baluggage.
Right, they're not baluggage. They're just regular luggage. Going to their destination, which is not my house.
Right. Well, they might come by the house, but it's not going to be inside.
They're just driving by.
It's just a mail lady.
Right, I happen to be on a main drag. That's it.
You should just trying to make random relationship like the Amazon girl. Hey, wait a second.
Hold on a second. Do you want to be baluggage?
Do you want to belong on in?
Do you want to below me?
Yeah, that probably would be negative received.
Yeah, I think so.
I've seen our Amazon driver. That's a bad bitch. You better watch yourself.
Is it really?
Yeah, she's short haired and flannel wearing.
I haven't noticed.
Yeah,
I'd never see the actual Amazon driver. I just see the package just shows up.
Oh no, I've been home before and they show up, so they're pretty cool. She's got a bunch of tattoos. Wears like DCs and flannel. She's one of the boys.
Okay.
Yeah, she's one of the boys.
She's probably a lesbian.
Well, she had distinctive features of what I thought would be a lesbian.
features.
Yeah.
Oh, she did have lesbian features.
She had flannel on.
Okay. She had a dick.
Well, I didn't see a dick. Okay. She may have had one. I mean, she's like, "You seen the one this big?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's pretty good size." It's to her knee, but she was 4'11", so really it wasn't that impressive.
But she was wearing the UPS like shorts, so they pop out the bottom.
Right. Actually, the Amazon driver, they don't have to wear brown shorts.
That's true.
They can pretty much wear whatever they want.
Do they wear whatever they want?
I think
Is it
so.
like Lyft drivers and DoorDash people, whatever, they just wear whatever the fuck they want? It's like
I think so.
That truck is probably theirs.
Yeah, I'm like, is that Amazon qualified? Right. So what are you going to say about, you got all excited like tingly when I mentioned.
Oh no, so my general take on it's kind of like yours is that I would say that given the right circumstances, men and women cannot be 100% platonic friends without. There are very rare exceptions to where they've known each other forever. They're basically grow up. They're basically siblings. That kind of those kind.
Well,
of
I was like, you know,
but otherwise, you know, the thing is like, even if you had never thought about it before, given the right concoction of
the
circumstances,
right situation.
yeah,
Yes, because for one, it's familiar.
Especially, I think exactly,
And it's
the thing is,
comfortable.
like if you spend, if she's attractive, you're attractive, you already agree that you're attractive, and you have all this history, and then you know you. Sometimes I think you get comfortable and you like enjoy that person's company and you just kind of fall into it. I think that's what happens.
Yeah. Well, I told her,
Some people
I said, what happens is
They
probably
just don't act on it. The thing is, they want to. A lot of one or the other wants to at
Exactly.
some point.
And that's what I was gonna
At some
say.
point
Yeah.
along the way, if you've been friends long enough and you're male female, one of you has thought about just
Yes.
saying, "Hey, let's just go
It's-
for it." And you, whatever reason you hold back and you don't say because you don't want to like ruin the friendship, which is honestly for a guy is bullshit. I don't think I've ever heard a guy say, "I don't want to ruin our friendship." That's I never.
Oh, dude,
heard,
that was
never.
my worst thing. I've made a move before, and it was like, I want to ruin what we have, and I'm like, I want to fucking murder you.
Girls say that shit.
Yeah, and it's awful. It
Yes.
hurts. I don't want to hear that
Right.
shit.
It's like we can still have what we have,
I don't.
just also
I'm not-
sex.
Yeah, exactly. Like we can still smile.
Right, exactly.
You don't have to take your clothes off, just the bottom half.
Right, exactly.
If anything, it should be
and
better.
then we can bro out later.
We
That's
bro out
fine.
later or bro out during. I don't give a shit. But yeah, no, like I told her, I said the problem you run into is where one would be like 80, it'd be like 80-20.
Yeah.
You'd have one that would try to like push the envelope. Like you've seen those videos where like they're like, I'm gonna try to kiss my best friend, and it'll be like,
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they're basically
and then they
fucking
bang
on the street.
Yeah, and they
pretty
bang.
much, yes.
Like I don't know why they don't say that. I'm gonna try to have sex with my friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just say that, or like that one that went viral. That guy. He says, I'm a little bit horny. She's like, why are you telling me this? What, do you want me to suck your dick? I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll suck your dick. You're my best friend. And she was like, no.
Right.
And I
See?
was like,
that right. That video is like she was joking but not joking.
well,
you know what I mean?
he sounded kind of like,
He might have been.
I don't
He might
know.
have been.
it was hilarious because her reaction was great. She was you can tell she was
joking.
playing, but when she got caught, it was awesome. It was genuine. I really appreciate that video. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I had friends in high school that were, and even in college I was better friends with a girl. I just got along with them better. But it had to be like the right ones, obviously. Like now I have friends now that are older. Like she's older than me. That's a good friend of mine. But she reminds me of my wife. So it's an easy relationship because she's crazy fun and dirty humor, and it's just she's just like Kylie. So it's
Right.
that's how I gravitate, I guess, towards
Right.
filthy talking crazy women.
Yeah.
I don't want boring women.
no.
I don't like boring women. I'm
I
sorry.
was just thinking about that the other day.
My wife?
Talking about no.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's okay if you were. I get it.
I was actually to speak on that real quick. That's probably the one where the I would say the processing is real fucking fast, or it
About banging people's wives?
I don't that to me I'm really uncomfortable with the idea of even if they're super hot banging somebody's wife. For me,
Whoa. Okay. Stop traffic.
I'm really uncomfortable with that.
You mean
thought.
processing it or doing
No,
it?
processing. Like I said, everybody goes through the process.
Yeah, because I mean, I've processed other dudes' wives.
They go
Like,
right.
it's not,
yeah.
I don't
But
linger on the
they
idea
never,
of like,
those never linger. So I guess. What I'm
oh,
saying.
yeah. No. Now, I've lingered.
Because there's just something to me. There's just something. I mean, I wouldn't want. It's not that I wouldn't want that done to me, and that's the reason I don't do it. But I've never liked. It just it's like a guilt thing. Like I don't want to deal with the guilt of that.
No, because you'll linger on it, or
I
not
don't wanna
linger.
linger
Excuse
with
me.
it.
You'll process it because you always do. Everybody does. It's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
it's not a big deal.
And then if like if I had a friend of mine that was, or they were dating like a smoking hot, I mean, of course I'm gonna be like, hey, you did a really good job there. Like that's just a handshake thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the same way. I don't process. Now, if it was a girlfriend, would you process it longer than if it wasn't a wife? Don't lie.
Yeah.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah, because there's
Thanks for not lying.
Yeah, there's a commitment thing because there's a commitment. You're married. This is the one. Supposedly, it's divorce rate's like 50% or some shit. But
yeah.
but generally, the idea is when you get married,
This
it's
is-
like, that's it. You
yeah.
guys are now pair bonded forever.
Now-
it just seems icky to. constantly fantasize about banging one
now
of
that
your
we're
buddy's wife.
now that we're
It's
talking
weird.
about banging other wives, let me ask you this real quick. So,
I found out
I've
something
heard-
new about banging wives, by the way.
Okay, cool.
Speaking
Hold
of
on.
this subject,
all right. So
I need to write this shit down because I'm gonna forget.
the other thing, write it down while I'm talking. The other thing was, I once
Pineapple.
where you work big places or even restaurants, like there's some wild shit that goes on in these places.
Yeah.
Even the corporate world, there's some. So like I found out about a dude one time I'm not gonna say his position or anything. It's not where we work now. It's wherever. But I found like I've heard like he messes around with his wife. I was like, oh okay. Of course you're like, it's all hearsay. Well, then, like, you ever been in a situation where you've heard that and then, like, you end up seeing the dude's wife and you're like, I totally fucking get it.
Right? Yeah. Yes, 100%.
That's so messed up.
100%.
But I've seen it, I was like,
You'd be like, I'd be mad if he didn't.
I'd be like, I get it. Like,
Exactly.
of course, the other people were like, he's a pile of shit. I'm like, yeah, but have you seen his
I
wife?
don't know. She kind of looks like a pile of shit.
If anything, she should be thanking him.
Right.
It's like, I want to walk up and be
And
like,
dude, the other
I
way
get
around
it.
too. It's,
I get it.
You see this more
yeah.
common when you see this like. Actually, my first thought whenever I see like a banger just being
Yeah,
with this
total
like
smoke show.
total slob, I'm just
Yeah.
like first of all I'm like, good for you, buddy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm like, I don't want to be her. I'm like, he's got an iguana on him, doesn't
But
he?
then I hear that they're actually like giant douchebags, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing, bro? What are you
Yeah, see,
doing?
but
You
then-
were fucking up a good thing
See,
by being a
then-
dickhead.
And I used to question it a lot more when I saw it. I'd be like, either he's got a huge dick. That's what That's what we always
Yeah, we all
think.
think that.
Huge dick.
But that's usually like
or lots
the
of money.
last thing that they
That's
care about.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's usually the money part first,
or
they're funny or something.
Or
like that.
what may have happened, and I've seen this before, photos, and it was wild. They'll get together and both be heavier, or
And then
let's just
she
say they were
loses a bunch
both.
of
Let's
weight,
just
he
say,
has-
let's just
yeah.
say they're both fat asses.
Right.
Didn't look real great. Happy couple, fun to be around. You have to be funny if you're. I mean, you just sorry.
And as a former or current fat ass, depending on who you talk to, then I have full right to talk about
Okay,
fat
cool.
asses.
All right,
Okay.
cool. Well, you're in the room with
I'm
me.
in that demographic.
So, and then what would happen is they'll try to like get in shape together, and one will quit, and the other one's like, "Fuck, I'm going." So I've seen that where it's like, "Wow, he looks great, or she looks awesome," and then
Yeah.
like Kylie showed me a video the other day of a couple. She's like this, some dude like, he's in great shape, ripped, stocky guy, not like steroids, but just he was in good shape, and then she's like, 822 pounds, and they're like, "We're in love," and she was commenting, she was like, people say that he shouldn't be with me because he's healthy and fit and I'm not. And we're incredible together. And I saw a video. I looked over at Ken and I said, yeah, that's a fetish.
Yeah,
It's like,
right.
I'm sorry. There's something happening here. And that's okay.
That's fine.
Like I've met
Just
people
admit
that
what
are.
it is. Like it started off, you're like a feeder. That's a real thing. That's a real thing where people have this like, they're called feeders, to where their thing is they like to feed their significant other until they become like morbidly obese.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand like what that is. Like it's not like a housewife that likes to, take care of her family and cook meals, and she always, she just wants them to be happy and have nice, delicious meals and stuff like that. So they just kind of overeat, and so the guy gets kind of fat. It's not that kind of feeding. These people literally will sit there. I've seen these videos. It's like a My Strange Addiction type shit, where they'll sit on the video and they have like a bed, sit on the bed and videotape them like having a fucking platter of shit, and he just literally feeds her like a infant.
Does it look good food though?
Yeah, it's delicious food.
Okay, I was about to say.
She looks
cute.
horrible.
Right, but the food.
And he usually is weird, neck bearded, sweaty looking dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, you're talking about the guys who don't button their polos.
Yeah, those guys.
Got it.
It's like hanging off to one shoulder, right?
Yep.
That guy. And yeah, so he's like feeding her cakes and donuts and
Sounds
all
amazing.
sorts of shit, right? And my thing is like, is it just the feeding aspect? Like, is that you're like, yeah, eat that bitch. Like, I don't
know
or
if
does
he
he
says
like,
that, like-
or right? I know, but I mean, in his mind, is he like, yeah, eat this, eat it more,
So,
chew it, or does he like
it's for attention,
get off and does
probably.
he jerk off later?
You're
That's
like,
my thinking.
When
Is
you
like,
watch
is it sexual?
when you watch, you're like, no,
I'm getting wood. Like, no, I'm not into this.
I'm not into this.
Down, boy. Down.
You secretly have like, but you're really just excited over the cakes and shit.
Exactly
You're like,
right.
you don't want a surprise boner watching that stuff.
damn it, no,
You'd be
you don't.
surprised what you're into.
Exactly.
Or you look back, you're like, what have I become?
No, it'd be like right. If you watch too much weird shit and then you just randomly popping boners with all the time, it's like Pavlov's dog, where that experiment.
You start salivating?
Right, exactly. Pavlov's boner. It's just like you don't want to. No, exactly.
Baloners.
Be mindful of what you're looking at whenever you have an unexpected boner. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Look away. Close your eyes.
Look away. Look away. Actually, as I'm over with this lighter, I'm like, I know exactly what you mean.
That's funny.
That is good stuff.
No, I was gonna say this earlier before we went on this tangent about I don't even know how the fuck we got here, but talking about like the like boring wife types where they don't cuss or they don't. You know,
like I mean,
like
to each his own.
you know, it's fun. I feel like everybody has this idea of like the 50s housewife. Everybody, when I say 50s housewife, everybody knows that.
Don't be a bigot.
They like conjure this image in their head of like little Susie homemaker, you know, at home with her apron making pies while the guy's, you know, at a fucking ad agency job want to blow his brains out. He comes home and, you know, she makes him a cocktail and he kicks up and he watches the game. You know, the whole Susie homemaker thing. You know what I'm saying?
It never works.
Exactly. My thing is like, who the fuck wants that? That sounds boring as shit.
Well, it wasn't boring them because obviously wasn't anything else to do.
Yeah, but it wasn't even like that back then anyway.
Now that was advertised. I
that's what
guarantee
I'm
it wasn't
saying,
like that.
Is that people think that the 50s back then was like the advertisement, but that was what it was really like. But really, that was not even real. The picture that you have in your head of the 50s housewife is actually a commercial
Yeah, and a lot better.
fabrication.
And a lot better.
It's not real.
Yeah, but it was a lot better.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that the woman wasn't just like totally
I think
subservient
for
to the
me-
guy and she just stayed home and cooked and cleaned all day.
Yeah.
She did a lot more than
For
that.
me, it was more the image of the family unit because I feel like we've kind of lost
That's
the
the thing.
idea of a
Right.
family unit or a traditional family unit.
Exactly.
Because now if I say that, it's like, well, there's other versions of a traditional family now. So I'm like,
Right.
okay, all right, well,
I know.
you're fucked. Sorry.
I know. Yeah, so I was thinking about that because people were talking about, with the state of things in politics and whatnot. I was like, oh, we're going to go back to the 50s. I'm like, your idea, the picture you have in your head of the 50s never fucking existed.
Yeah, like
So what are you
it's
talking
the same
about?
thing. It's just an ad. I mean, it is what
It was
it is.
bullshit.
Like, was there some houses that were probably like? I mean, I had a friend in high school, middle school, that I went to their house the first time for dinner, and I never seen no shit like this. I still haven't to this day. I walk like because from my house is different than this one. Obviously, I walk in and it was dinner time. I'm like, okay, cool. We were in the living room. Well, like his mom would like bring out his food tray, set his meal down for him after preparing it. Now, mind you, she hasn't done anything yet. Open his drink for him, pour it, make sure he is completely 100% situated before she sits down. I had never seen no shit like that.
Look, my
I
mom-
was blown
Yeah,
away.
maybe that's a little too much.
I was blown away.
But at the same time, if she has willingly decided that you know this is how I'm going to
Yeah.
show my love and contribute to
Absolutely.
this household, then that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
My mom is like that now. Everyone has sat down and eaten before she even fucking sets her plate.
Yeah, yeah.
And she just does it naturally.
That's what I'm saying.
And the thing is,
I-
also, you can say when my mom was she's not from the 50s. She didn't raise me in the 50s. I'd be old as fuck.
60s,
But you know
but-
what I'm saying?
Right.
Is that she would be that archetype that they're talking
Yeah.
about, but it's not like what you see in those pictures. Is my mom did like all the finances, right?
Right.
She fucking ran that house. My dad was away for work a lot, so she was a lot of times the only parent in the house, and she fucking cracked the whip.
she didn't complain.
right? And then as soon as the thing is, as soon as Dad got home, it wasn't like subservient to the man is home. No, she fucking gave him the ninth degree too. So it was like,
yeah.
you know what I'm
It's-
saying?
Well, when I
It's
saw that,
not real.
when I see it, when I think about seeing that now, you know, I see that then, and I was, you know, probably, I don't know how old I was, 13, 12 or 13. It's just kind of like, because my house is like that. Like, my mom was a housewife and then worked, and then the mom too, like took care
Yeah.
of 3 kids. But it wasn't to that level, and I don't want to call it like servitude, but like you said, that may have been just the way she did her role. She felt what she was doing, it may have been passed down. That's the way she wants to be. And like I said,
nothing wrong with that
He didn't
choice.
say like, you know, I need my stuff, bitch.
Right.
It wasn't like that. But yeah, like now what's funny, if you see that in today's climate, they'd be like, oh, I'm
She did right.
never act like that.
I know.
Okay, well,
Whatever.
sorry, bitch. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
You probably won't find a husband acting like that neither. So
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's I don't want to get too much on a fucking tangent about this shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It'll-
No, we're gonna do a
it'll get into
lighthearted tonight.
It'll get
Yeah,
in serious
sorry.
town real
I
quick.
don't. Yeah, I have
I
a
don't
real
know. But
problem.
I was
with a
thinking
couple.
about that with the 50s housewife look. And it's like nobody. First of all, nobody had that. Nobody wants to go back with that. That sounds boring.
I don't want to be a 50s dad.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be that
mean,
guy
look at me.
with that.
I'll never
with
fit
that
in.
type of person living in my house.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's boring.
Hey, son.
Right. Come here, son.
Shh, nope. And the neighbors are like, Gary.
Don't tell your mother. Like,
Yeah,
no,
no.
fuck all that.
Oh
No.
gosh.
I don't know.
I hate dad jokes.
I don't like dad jokes.
It's like,
either.
and I feel like what's happened is you'll see some folks when they
Controversial opinion.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of the dad joke. It's okay. Some of them are funny, but
it's okay.
it's
so
overplayed.
It's overplayed. But what happens is you get like I feel like you get a couple of categories of people when they become dads. Is some like I feel like me, for instance, like I feel like I'm kind of the same person I was probably around 18, 19. I haven't changed a whole lot. Like I have still my own person. I still have a foul mouth and tell dirty jokes. Like I feel like I haven't really changed a whole lot. I mean, obviously you have a kid, like your priorities change, of course, but like I never got sucked into the 110%. I'm now a parent. Period. Like lost all of who I am. Like because you see that like the cleavers, you'll see like you're like,
Oh yeah,
Dude.
morph.
yeah,
Right.
I'm like,
Where's my New Balance?
you forgot who you used to be. It's weird, dude. It's super awkward.
Exactly. You start tucking your t-shirts into your jeans.
My dad used to always tuck his t-shirt in. Actually, I tucked mine in a couple of months ago, and it was actually
It's not
kind of
bad.
cool.
It's not bad. I've
It
done
was
it
when we
before.
went shooting. I
Yeah.
tucked it in. I was like, I feel like I could do more things.
Yeah, you feel like you don't have that loose fabric kind of flopping around. Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of nice. And then you look in the mirror,
You're
you're
like
like,
streamlined. And
then
you
I
look-
walk by like, you look like a jackass. Like, please stop. Why don't you get a braided belt while you're at it? Yeah. Like, it's not.
snakeskin belt,
It's not good.
a braided belt.
Braided
Yes,
belt.
Those things.
Does your
are the
dad have one of
worst.
those?
I used to have one of those.
Yeah, that makes sense. I thought I saw it hanging up in the closet.
Yeah, back whenever your parents dressed you for Sunday morning, I had one of those.
Did you have a studded belt in high school or middle school? Like the little metal. Is that called a studded belt?
studded belt? Well, only
It's like
time-
the holes in it.
Oh no, I never had one of those.
Is that what that's called? Or is it a braided
like
belt?
Rivets.
It's like a rivet belt.
Rivets. I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck that thing's called.
Had portholes. What are those?
Yeah,
called?
it had like holes in it. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
know
They're
what
like the
you're talking
emo
about.
kids
Yeah,
wore.
yeah.
And then remember the seat belts?
Oh yeah, I remember those. You had
Get them at Hot Topic?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Hot Topic. Hot Topic is all like Candyland now. It used to be like
It's gotten really
golf
soft.
shit.
It's
And
gotten real
it's
soft lately.
weird.
It's gone from like Hot Topic
I
to
walk by
like
and there's like just pink everywhere. I'm like,
yeah. It went to Soft Topic. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely not Hot Topic.
Oh, I got my second pair of earrings in there. It was weird. It's weird. Is like it was the place of like unknown. Like you couldn't go in there unless you like had like black hair and
Yeah.
like a choker on.
Yeah, golf chicks. Oh, sometimes they're just to me. I'm thinking about a golf chick.
My first time getting hit on was by goth chicks.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
They usually a lot of times they do that just because they're trying to be like shocking or whatever.
She
so
was
they'll do it,
shocking.
and yeah, she shocked mine.
Oh no, these didn't. They tried.
But I keep imagining like because they were all black, right?
Yeah.
Black lipstick,
The whole getup.
white foundation, like white makeup, black lipstick, black eyeliner,
Yeah.
the whole thing. Where I'm just thinking like they look. Sometimes they're like, "Fuck, you look hot as shit." But then imagine if you like started fooling around with them, you would look like you was like rolling around in dirt. It would get
Well, like
all
I'm
over your
already
face.
pale, so it
Right,
would look really
exactly.
bad. It'd be like Casper wrestling like a pillow.
Right. Look like a pin exploded on my face.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god! I'll startle myself when I get up to the bathroom to go clean up.
all right.
I'm one of you. I'm one of you now. Like I've been.
Look like a pig pen from Peanuts.
I look like
all
fucking
dirty.
I look like Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Right.
I'll come out of there.
So I was like, yes, they look really hot, but I imagine it's like having a full on makeout session with a goth chick. You would just
I never
have
did
like
make
a
out with a
dirty
goth
mouth.
chick, man.
Me neither.
Or a rocker chick. And I tried to make out with everybody back in the day. Yeah, remember that like
Rocker
punk, like a
chick.
punk chick. She's
No.
got. You don't remember the punk chicks?
Well, I mean, yeah, like those were just like everywhere because that was like the 90s of what I grew up in. So it was
Like
those
Avril
were,
Lavigne type look.
yeah, those were average girls. They weren't
Yeah.
really like a specific demographic.
Avril Lavigne. Have you seen her lately? She's
banging.
hot. Yeah, I'm impressed. Yeah, no. So speaking of Hot Topic, like I remember when it was kind of weird going there because you didn't really know, like you weren't supposed to be there. But I remember I got my second pair of earrings there, and once I bought them, I was like, I'm a Hot Topic kid now. Like I've made it. Like I'm now one of you. And then
Never get into that story.
and then it pretty much got in. It got to. Well, that's where we used to get our shoelaces in middle school, like the Invader Zim ones. That's when everybody like used to. I don't know if you guys ever did this, but we used to like loosen your shoes so much that when you walked, it would like clop on the back. I had a pair of Fila's that I did that, and I had like the chrome tip shoelaces.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was like a real dumbass.
Yeah, you did.
But yeah, we used to bar lace them. So you had to get, and then everybody got cooler. Like let's get like Invader Zim or Rugrats shoelaces, and Hot Topics the ones that had
Oh,
them.
yeah.
So it's just fucking trendy shit.
You remember? I used to remember this back in high school. You used to see like it was mostly like the black dudes.
Okay.
And they would all act like they were fucking gangbangers. I'm like, this is
Well,
This is bumfuckfield, Tennessee. There is no get out of here. Shut up. Stop.
Sure. Okay.
But you're not a gangbanger. But they would.
But you didn't know
they
that
would
actually
wear
word.
these jackets. Like puffer jackets, whatever.
In July.
But they were full on like M&Ms.
Yeah.
Or Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, dude.
or
Oh, you're
some
talking about
shit.
the racing jackets.
Yeah, and it looked like they were in NASCAR, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on with this? It
was a weird theme.
That was a weird. Do you remember that time period?
do.
I was like, it made no sense to me.
And
It's
they
like,
were never
Why are they
sweating.
like advertising for candy? It doesn't make sense.
But they were never sweating.
No, it was summertime. They would
Ever.
wear that shit.
I was like,
this
please
makes no sense.
tell me your secret.
Right.
Because if I wore that, I would look like I was sweating.
Right. They'd be decked out in Mike and Ike's head to toe,
Yeah.
and it made no sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, there was that little. You're right. The little period where everybody was
Right.
like
They were
a
like
NASCAR
advertising.
pit crew. Like
Yeah.
they were like, yeah, we work for NASCAR.
Right.
On
Fool.
the side. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, fool.
Get out of here, white boy.
Yeah.
Right. It made no sense to me. I was like,
I don't
okay.
know. I don't know what that was. And then I remember.
And of course, I walked away upset with my chain and white tee and my backwards hat.
I had a chain. Yeah, I had a chain. I had frosted tips.
I was fully. I had a whole phase where I was. It was right after Justin Timberlake left NSYNC. He had that
sad
whole
time.
kind of phase.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
I had that exact. I mimicked
When
that
you
exact
left
thing.
your boy band.
Right.
You felt on
full
hard times.
I wore tall tees. I tried to do the chain.
Oh my god.
The whole thing. I had
Jackass.
like my baggy jeans. The whole nine, dude.
You
You know exactly what I'm talking
I
about.
would never wear tall tees. I would
Oh yeah,
look
and
like
I
an
had
idiot.
I had spiked hair too.
If I had tall tee
Full
on,
on boy band situation.
even if I wore a tall tee now, I look like my mom dressed me.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, bro, can't afford clothes? Like, no, I can't. Not the fit. Like, no.
I know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
I went
had
through a
that phase.
country boy phase.
I never
you know,
got
like-
in country boy.
yeah,
I
that's
hate
like-
the country boys.
Because I hung out with friends like I had a pair of, excuse me, like I went to Walmart and bought a pair of like boots. Like I was committed to this project. And I got a pair of straight leg jeans and I cut them. Like they fit,
Oh, yeah, I had the
fit,
boot cut.
they fit on my
Yeah,
boots.
yeah, I've
Because
done
you
that.
wouldn't buy, like looking back, why wouldn't you just buy boot cut jeans, idiot?
Yeah, but I did the boot cut, but then I would wear like New Balance.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I kind of crossed
You know
into
what I'm
that
talking about?
turf.
So the
before.
back of your jeans was always like tattered and muddy.
Yeah, well, same when you used to skate, you got to tuck them behind it.
Right.
But like, so I would do that. I had to cut them, and then like I wore like you'd wear a t-shirt, then you had like a ball cap, like a perfectly good ball cap, and you would like fold it over, like
Fray the
frame it
brim.
over the
Yeah.
concrete. You're like, I've been working hard, like 'cause,
Exactly.
like you portray that you worked the fields or some shit,
Right.
And I didn't.
Posers.
Yeah, basically, I was like, I'm one of you guys, so I like
Right.
blend in.
Right. So that was
And my boots are clean.
That was the
as
white
fuck,
guy
like,
version of the black pit crew.
Right.
And pit crew.
I'm your crew chief, boys.
That's what
They're
it
like,
was.
The fuck out of here.
Exactly
There's
right.
T.
Yeah, you were the mechanics to the pit crew. Right.
Yeah. I was like, they're like.
Right. They're front of the house. You're the back.
They're
of
on
the
the
house.
tractors, and I'm like the guy with the cooler. Like, you guys want
Right.
some water? You're
Go
sweating.
get
a
you some.
You're sweating a lot.
Oh my god.
You're working hard or hardly working?
And I'm in the tall tee, weird intern.
Yeah, with a grill.
Right. I'm like the car owner's weird son.
Ooh, like a stepson.
Right,
Not
stepson.
even a real son.
You never take me to a race, Dad.
He's like, I never should have married your mom.
Oh my god. Fucking whore.
Yikes. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's some weird.
I went through
songs.
some weird phase.
Some
Man,
weird shit
And did you remember when the gaucho pants came out? The girls used to wear.
Yeah.
Remember those? They were like the precursors for yoga pants. It was like our first taste in the ass.
You remember the? I think they're called Sophies.
What is that?
They're like, I don't know, just cotton shorts, and they would roll up the waistband.
Oh,
They would roll the waistband to make.
I
them,
would
like,
Google
go
it
up
to
higher.
see, but I don't want to like.
I'll
You don't want
Google
your
it to
you
see.
don't want your
Fuck it.
search history being young girls and Sophie shorts.
Well, I'm not gonna put young girls. In
Well,
the
don't
search
put it,
bar,
but I imagine
Sophie
it's like-
shorts and ass or something.
Okay, well, be careful when you put that because it could be a dude. They sit on stuff. Sophie shorts. Is that what they were? Is that what they were called? There's like athletic leisure shorts.
Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. Sophie shorts.
Okay.
Spell. Here we go.
It's taking forever for you to look up.
These.
Let me see.
You know, I'm going at the speed of Google. Leave me alone.
Speed of smell. Let me see this thing, man.
Images. Loading. Those.
Oh yeah,
And they would roll up the
Yes.
waistband so that way you had more ass.
more ass.
Right.
Right.
And I'm like, why don't you just get different shorts?
Because at the
Wanna
time
show
we
you,
didn't
right?
question
It made
anything.
no sense.
If we saw anything above the knee at that time, we didn't give a shit how it operated.
Yeah. So every time I see them, they would have a fucking thick wad because they roll it like 3, 4, 8 times.
Yeah.
And you have this this massive like ring of cotton around
Yeah.
their waist.
It-
I'm like, this is weird. Why are you
looked
buying
like they were
shorts
wearing
like
a
this?
floaty.
Right.
It was so rolled up. It was
so
actually
dumb.
sweatpants. They just folded them up too shorts.
It's so
it's all
dumb.
puffed out.
It's so dumb.
It's amazing then, like when the little things like that impress you, like how, like everybody was just like a hot ball of emotions and horny all the time.
Oh, no.
It's like even that, like, did you see her thigh?
Yep.
Like it's like the first time I saw a thong.
Right.
It just blew my fucking mind.
See, I think the reason why I think the trends that we have now are they're bad. They're bad, but I think they go away a lot faster. The ones that we had back then, I think they lingered on a lot longer, and they were awful because
Oh, they're gonna say they were awesome.
no, they were awful. In retrospect, they were fucking awful because we didn't have social media back then.
We had MySpace.
We had but we had the best that we had to go off of is we were just watching music artists and
Degrassi.
and whatnot, right, and TV shows, and we were trying to imitate and come up with styles and trends as best we could from
Yeah.
seeing that. But there was no instant. You couldn't get any instant pushback on a trend or instant reinforcement of a good trend because we didn't have social media and the internet wasn't as prevalent and all this kind of stuff. It was when high speed and everything like that.
That makes sense.
But now, if a trend is good, it's everybody's on it. If a trend is bad, people are jumping on it right away. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So things don't last very long these days.
Do you remember the jeans with no pockets?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Girls used to wear that shit. Like
Yeah,
I
dude.
appreciate being
Those were good.
having seeing more
When those
more
first
ass.
came out, that's the
Pocket-
ones
pocket was in the way.
That's the ones you wanted to target because that's how
Yeah.
you found out who had an ass and who didn't.
Yep.
That was a good time to be alive.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Right. Obviously, she didn't.
Those pants didn't
Care
make a
about-
comeback.
She cared more about us looking at her ass than like having a wallet.
Well, yeah, I probably wouldn't want to be with her if she carried a wallet. Might be some
what do women did carry wallets?
like she's like, no, I got it.
Like men,
Like,
had
I
a
got
whole-
it, I got
like
it.
in her back pocket had this giant leather monster.
Yeah, like full of her IDs and shit. But like, it'd only be weird if you went out to dinner and she's like, no, I got it.
I got it.
I got
Boom.
the ticket. And she's
As
like,
the big old George Costanza pops
yeah.
out.
She's like, this has been hurting my back lately. You're like, the fuck is that? But you didn't know. And then we carried purses.
Yeah.
Like that would be hysterical. I've carried Kylie's to the store and stuff, and like,
All right, here's a question then:
all right, go ahead.
If men carried purses, what would you have in your purse?
Oh, easy. I've thought about this a lot. I'm glad you brought this
This
up.
might be the episode title.
I'm glad you brought this up. So obviously, I would keep a knife. Obviously,
Knife. It's everything that I already have on my person.
Or the only. So I'd have a wallet because you can have a wallet in a
Right, you
purse.
have a
And I would do a coin purse though. I think those are annoying.
yeah, I don't like the jingle.
I would do probably a small first aid kit like Band-Aids.
Gun.
Definitely the gun probably, but I'd probably still carry the gun on me.
Yeah.
They do have a lot of different carry stoppers, but I would definitely keep snacks.
Snacks, 100%.
Snacks 100% because I've got
Like
into
beef
it with
jerky would
Kylie.
be easy.
I was like, she's like, I'm kind of hungry. And I'm like, okay, well, you got anything in your purse? Well, no. I'm like, why the fuck do you carry that big ass bag?
Right.
Like, I don't understand. What do you?
What's in
There's
there?
nothing in there. You don't need 2 quarts.
Right.
I would keep supplies in there.
Yep.
So yeah, I would definitely do that. Probably keep some cologne for a quick dude wipes for
Gum.
sure.
Gum.
Dude wipes for
Dude wipes,
sure.
100%.
Like I wish I actually carried a purse at times when I wanted to use wet wipes because we're done. We're done with dry wipes.
If
we're done.
I'm going like if I know I'm going to be like away from access to dude wipes,
Yeah.
type things for
Yeah.
a while, like I'm at I don't know, I'm at like a gaming sporting
Or
event
work.
or whatever or work. No, not work. But if I'm at like a sporting event or something like that, I'm going to be using some single ply public toilet paper
It's got
bullshit.
pieces of bark in
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Right, I might get a splinter just
Well,
by
you know,
my ass.
if you can see your hand through it,
Right,
it's going to be a rough
terrible.
ride.
Right, I will pocket a little travel thing of dude wipes in my
Okay,
back
good.
pocket.
Actually, it's funny you say the dude wipe. I actually got an email today for a company that's doing sponsorships for the first time, and they're cleanse wipes. They're called clean wipes, and they're used for like wiping out the gym, and they're a full thing. So I wrote them today. I was like, hey, I'll
About
hook
that.
you up.
Okay.
So if they give me a hookup, I'll let you know. We can try them.
Okay,
They
good.
got different packages you can do, but you can keep them in the truck, your gym
Oh,
bag,
they also for your
and they're
ass.
scented. I probably wouldn't recommend them for your butthole. I don't
Okay.
think they're. I don't
Okay.
know what the.
I was
proper
really
term is for
hoping our
that.
first advertisement would be,
Well,
dick or
I
shit
did
related.
post. Did you see my post I made with the little edit from the
Yeah,
Call
I
of Duty
did.
play?
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of cool, huh?
There you go.
Played some soft music. I played for
Yeah.
sponsors.
Too
guess,
bad the footage you suck.
Guess
in
who responded? Nobody,
Nobody.
because you fucks don't want to talk to us. I'm just playing, but yeah,
Okay, so back to the man purse.
yeah, man purse. That's what I have. The essentials, like things
Yeah.
that
I would say gum. Gum is a good one. Dude wipes, obviously, that's great.
Are we going to your purse
snacks
now?
is big
This
time.
is your purse
Yeah,
now.
my
We've done
purse.
mine.
Yeah. I think so far our purses are
Very similar.
very equal. The same kind of purse.
Would you keep condoms in yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never kept a condom in my.
I did in my wallet.
I
when
did.
because I thought it was cool, and then it
that's what you
busted.
do, right?
Not good.
Right. Well, the problem is depending on where, if you keep it in a certain like pocket in your wallet, then it starts to take the shape of the condom, and then you have on the outside you
Like
see
a
like this
dip-
ring.
it's like a dip can, but for your dick.
Right. You see this like ring on the outside
Yeah.
of like
They're
your
like,
wallet. It's like,
"You packing?"
look at that. You're ready all the time, aren't you?
Or
Like,
you haven't done it yet because you're a
right,
loser.
exactly. How long has that been in there? Right. Yeah. You fuck. So I took that shit out. I was like, it's dumb.
Did you ever get? Oh, go finish your purse, and I'll get back to that.
Ask me the question. Go ahead.
All right, let me interrupt you because I don't care. Did you ever get nervous having to buy condoms? Jesus, man, that was a really long lull there.
I'm trying to think. First of all, what's a condom? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like what are those for?
What are you talking? What's this condom?
You mean
you're talking about?
condiments, like in the ketchup?
Right. Exactly. I have no problem buying mayonnaise. But no, I would say. Well, actually, first of all, a lot of the times the girls already have them.
Yeah, I never was with a lot of whores, so they didn't have all that. With
Well, they
them.
weren't whores. They
mean,
were nice ladies.
If they had condoms at the
They were
ready,
willing to have sex with me. They were awesome. Okay.
well, of course they were, but like I'm just saying, like I never one of them was like, hey, because then I'd be like, well, of course when you're young, you're like cool, but
well, so I guess
you never bought any?
I would say this: I've never actually bought any where I had to hand it to a clerk to check it in.
What?
I've always gone through the self checkout.
oh, dude, I've had to do that. So like I remember the first
They've
time I
had self
bought some,
checkout for a long time, by the way.
I always tried to pair it with another item. Like I'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
like a random Snickers bar or a chicken sandwich, I'm like,
Right.
or like a bottle of
I want to
Gatorade.
get hungry after.
or before. It was Snickers, like my sugar's low.
Right, exactly. I don't want to pass out in the
But
middle.
like, I was always worried of my card getting rejected. I'm like, I guess I'm not. I'll be like, I guess I'm raw dogging it tonight. Sorry, I can't buy any.
Exactly. Rather have the Snickers.
Yeah. So, but I remember when I bought, I only had one time that a cashier actually said something, and of course I was like, this is before I like kind of thrived and awkward. I was like, oh. She was like, at least someone's being safe, and I'm just like, and you don't want to be like, yeah. I was just like,
Yeah.
I just want to leave. This
Thanks,
transaction
lady.
needs to
This is over. Please leave. Hurry up. Approve.
Yeah. Or if you get, a size up where they'll be looking at you kind of. I'm like, I'm not. It doesn't mean that I'm for sale. Like, I need to leave. Give me that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never had an awkward interaction with buying condoms. The rare occasions that I did buy condoms.
You're like, who needs those?
Exactly.
I'm a man. He said, real men pull. Like,
I was
Okay.
real good. I was real good at the pull and pray. Yep.
yeah. Well,
But yeah, my purse would have all of those things. Yeah, condoms probably.
yeah, probably. You're like, probably wouldn't
It
use them.
makes sense. I mean, there's.
I guess you
we
keep
got a lot of space.
You
to
keep
work
a
with
dental
here.
dam in there if you're carrying a
Right?
purse.
Exactly. What else would I put in there that I would like to have on a daily basis?
A compass.
Probably like my AirPods.
Oh,
I usually
yeah.
keep those in my
that's a
pocket
given.
anyway, all the time.
Now, let me ask you this. What kind of purse would you carry? Would you carry a large tote? Would you do like a over the shoulder?
Do a clutch? No, I'm just
A
kidding.
clutch?
No.
Sure.
I don't know.
That just shows you that you don't know anything about
a
purses.
large one over
That's
the
fine.
shoulder? I
Never
don't
mind.
fucking
I'd
know.
carry me a fucking Louis.
Okay. Sure.
You want some of good quality, like a
I'll
Coors
carry.
bag, Kate Spade.
I'll carry a Jerry. That's fine.
I don't know what that is, but
I don't know what a Louis is. Louis Vuitton, I know. I'm just
yeah, you
kidding.
do. Don't you lie. Don't you fucking lie.
But
Louis.
I've got a Jerry.
You got a
Anyway,
Jerry? Jerry?
what else would I have in there? I feel like there would be something if I had all this space to work with. Because that stuff I normally
You really don't, though, because what we just put in there is going to really fill that
Well, I know
bitch
that
up
a lot
quick.
of girls, if they have the large tote type, they'll bring an extra layer. There's an extra layer chilling
yeah,
in there.
they're always cold.
They're always cold about. Yeah,
Always
they always
cold.
get cold. Even though like weather apps exist, like it's November, like it might get
Nope.
might
There's-
get chilly.
There's still a mystery.
Just
Kylie's always
FYI.
cold. She's always cold.
it's weird. Yeah, I know that's the thing, but I always find that odd. But yeah, in my purse, what would be in my purse? Maybe if I wasn't wearing a hat, like I was going to work or something, like I wasn't wearing a hat, I would probably carry around an extra hat.
Okay.
Or not an extra hat, but like my hat.
No, I
would
understand.
probably put in there. So instead of that would be my extra layer is my hat.
Okay.
Some chapstick, maybe some lotion.
I know growing up when I was in my adult, I probably would have carried, you could carry a little Walmart bag. Remember we talked about good old classic back in the day, dry humping.
Oh yeah,
Keep
yeah.
a Walmart bag just to take your stuff home. That'd be cool.
Or if you like shit your pants or something.
Or shit your pants, whatever.
Right. Yeah. So a Walmart bag for disposal. Right.
Yeah.
My penis pump. No, I'm just kidding.
People think we have a penis pump at the house where we have that.
Really?
We have that vacuum for the fish tanks.
Oh,
where
yeah,
it looks
yeah.
just like a penis pump.
Yeah.
It was on the front steps. I'm like, can you? I really people think we have like a dick pump on the front porch.
That's when there's penis pump.
Like, grab your pump when you come in. You just. I was like, yeah, that's our next
Right.
role play. Like, I
Right.
put it here and she. So
Yep.
it looks
Put
really weird.
A couple nudie mags in my purse.
I don't like nudie
I
mags.
don't either.
I don't know. Like I actually find it more attractive almost to see a young lady in her. I don't know why I just said young lady. That sounds fucked up. Let me back up. A woman in her underwear instead. Like the whole
Yeah.
full on nude mag. Like they had them. I've seen them in like doctor's office and shit. Like where they've had that whole thing.
Doctor's offices.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like Maxims?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'm talking about like hustlers and playboys.
Yeah.
Those are the nudie mags to me. I guess girly mags would be what you're talking about. That's I guess would be the official definition. Mm-hmm. Those are girly mags. The other ones are nudie mags.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Okay. Just to make sure we're clear in terms.
Well, I was gonna take that somewhere else, and now I wanted to back up.
Okay.
Because like I don't want to tell that story, so like I had to like try
okay,
to. Back,
I got you.
Like
Just tell me.
Like that birthday card the other day when I fucked up that picture of balloons looked like sperm.
Okay,
it was all fucked up. You're like, what did you try to draw? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I what's funny is like I had a brief moment of panic when I did that birthday card. Like
trying to draw balloons. Tell the story.
So look, okay, so it was a lady that works with us. It's really she's pretty cool. So we were doing a go away card, not go away.
Get out of here. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get out of here.
We're doing a go away celebration.
That's what the card said. Get the fuck out of here.
So
A go away.
I'm sweating behind my knees now.
A go away
A go away celebration. So
Get lost, bitch.
yeah, so get out. You're canceled. We canceled her. So, I'm sweating.
I think you meant like a going away party.
Yeah.
But it just when you said get out,
Get out. She was believing.
she was yeah, exactly.
But get out.
She was,
Anyway.
she was not wanted, Benor.
I just like started sweating. Like, you get nervous. I don't know why.
That's funny.
You're making a mess. Anyways, so I was signing the card and I was doing being silly. I was like, call me. Like I was going to do it. And I was going to like draw a winky face, like a wink. But what I did was I drew it with one eye like this, like a horizontal line. And then I did one line vertical like this. And then like a smiley face, but it looked all fucked up.
Well, vertical.
It was all like,
Was you trying to like draw a cat eye? Or
well, I was
something?
trying. It just looked terrible. I was like, this didn't go the way I pictured it, and I couldn't do like an emoji. Like, I didn't have a stamp. I'm like, fuck. So then I got nervous. I started sweating. I'm like, I've done fucked up this birthday card. So then I was like, it's okay. I'll just turn these into balloons. So smile. So I do like circles around the eyes, and I put like a little line. I was like, shit. Now it looks like semen. Like so. I mean,
Trying to put sperm on the fucking.
so I was like, call me. And there's like 2 shots of sperm on the damn card. So I was like, I got to find a way out. I got to
yeah, it's so much funnier with the call me part.
Yeah. So this is all falling apart. So I was like, shit, I don't have any whiteout. And like, the dude was next to me working. I didn't want someone to walk up. I didn't want you to walk up and be like, the fuck are you drawing?
Oh, no.
And then make it worse.
Well, as soon as it came to me, I saw it, and the way you had it, the 2 balloons,
dude.
I guess, or
Just-
sperms.
there's more to that.
Okay.
It gets better.
Okay.
So my main thing was like, okay, I got to cover this up. And I can't.
Yeah.
So I started to like try to black it out. And then it just got worse. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, there's only one reason I could do. I was like, I have a roll of duct tape in my drawer at work. So I pulled it out and I took a small like square and I put it on the card to block out my picture with duct tape. And I stepped back. I was like, that looks pretty good. And then I was like, that looks fucking horrible. She's gonna open this card and be like, what is this?
What the hell is this duct tape?
Or if she
gonna
pulls
open
it
me a
off,
sperm surprise.
She's gonna know it's gonna be like, money shot. I'm like, oh, you got me. So I took it off and I was like, just fuck it. Just like give it to Zach first. Zach will fix it. And then as soon as you got it, you're like, what the hell are
is
you
this?
trying to draw?
It looked like the way you had the 2 balloons situated and then you had the strings coming down. Now it
Yeah.
makes sense. But since you blacked it out so much, it looked like you were trying to draw a pair of tits.
Yeah,
like a
it was-
woman's frame.
it went
and then
from-
say, call me. And I
It
was
went
like,
from
the
call
fuck?
me to balloons to sperm to tits to duct tape white out.
So I
It
put-
went so bad.
So I
real
put
quick.
like, good luck. Don't call Josh.
Don't call Josh. And I was like, she'll understand. She listens to the show.
She listens to the show, so she'll get a kick out of that.
She'll get it.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
Good luck to you in your endeavors on your new job, by the way.
That's great.
I'll actually miss her coming up there talking to us. She had a good sense of humor. Yeah, that thing just went out of control so fast.
I love that so much.
Gosh, it got
remember
raunchy
that.
quick. Yeah, I really like had
I
a
just I like your panic and trying to fix it, and you just make it instantly worse.
instantly work. And I told myself out loud, I was like, now it looks like sperm. Like immediately, I was like, I like the pre-sweats. Like you know where you get you start sweating.
You're
like,
already sweating from the
I'm like, oh
from
my
the
gosh.
future awkwardness that this will happen. Yeah.
And I'll be excited about because I usually can work my way out of there. But I was just like, dude, I have literally created and my handwriting's terrible anyways. So I look like a raunchy teenager filling out a card. Like,
I'm gonna send her some sperms.
was there some sperm? Look at these things.
Oh, that was like whenever reminded me of if you ever gone back to the very beginning of your Instagram or Facebook, like first to early posts. Have you ever done that before?
I'll do it right now.
So like I did this the other day. We kind of looked at some of mine or whatever, and I was just like,
Why should I pull this up? There's like,
who the fuck is this person? You ever think that?
oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like my first ever Instagram post is a plate of chicken nuggets and smiley fries. That's my first ever Instagram.
oh, we saw
post.
that where you pushed their face and the ketchup was like they're bleeding.
Right. So
That's
that
a
was
good
my
one.
first ever Instagram post.
All right, your first ever?
So,
All right,
which, of course, back then when Instagram first started, it was literally everybody just taking pictures of their food. So I was
All right,
like,
let me
okay. So I'm like, oh, let me try this out. Oh, I'm taking a
That's
picture of my food.
That's my first one.
Of truck.
That's my
yeah.
truck. Yeah, that was a good truck.
That makes sense. It's not a bad one.
Yeah, but like I always go back and look at shit I wrote as I wrote it. Like I put all cleaned up, and I don't know why I think I have to use so many of wow.
ShamWows?
No, not a ShamWow. Not a slap chop. What is that?
OxyClean.
No, it's this thing. I've totally brain farted. Everybody's gonna think I'm dumb.
Filters?
No, that thing at the end of my sentence. What's that? Exclamation
Exclamation
mark.
point?
Yeah, I was just like, the
fuck?
The line with a dot. I think this kid can't even read. Like I'm fucked up
Brain
bad,
just
dude.
straight up stop working.
Yeah, I was like,
what is this?
he got
At the end of my sentence.
he got rebooted. Yeah, then I put like I don't know, like I put like that, like,
Yeah.
and then
Dumb memes.
I just
and all
put
that stuff.
weird stuff. It only had like 2 comments. It shows you who your real friends are.
Yeah, I know.
Like tattoos, of course. Wow. Shout out to Aaron. It's from 2013.
Yeah, it's weird and weird.
Hey, look at this one. Check it out. Bachelor party.
Hey,
right? Hey-o.
That's a good one. Oh, I'm in there.
You-
That's when we had that beer tower.
That's when you and I had the best shirts, dude.
Yeah, we did. We had the Dumb and Dumber situation going on.
Look at that
Look at
shitty-
that fucking guy with the hair.
Oh,
Who the
dude.
fuck is
Yeah,
that
dude,
guy?
No, it's not receding yet. Look at that.
Shit.
Wow. And look at that shitty beard.
And I got glasses and I was weird
You don't look weird. You look like you. What do you mean?
with the
You
glasses.
look a lot younger. Look at this. And then here's that. Check it. Look how you're like the only one dressed up nice. Like, look at your shoes. You were like
Hey,
Sperry's on.
I had the boat shoes.
Yeah, but y'all held me up.
I was a seaman.
God, I was a lot thinner.
Yeah, I was about to tell you. I was like, you need to watch your weight. You're getting a little. I don't know.
I'm 35 pounds heavier now than in that
Yeah,
picture, just so
yeah.
you know.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you're fucking scrawny as shit. Look at that. God dang.
I don't think it's that serious, Zach. Jesus Christ. Look at Jacob. What a beautiful man. Look at this dude. Look, he's got them white ass shoes. He wore them weird fucking bowling shoes, too. Look at him. He looks so much better with short hair. I don't care what anybody says. That guy
kinda dig the long hair
ended up
sometimes.
being a dick. Whatever. Hey, you know he's a detective now?
Actually, want to see here's a picture of my dad whenever he was.
Great picture,
He's
man.
younger than me. Yeah, this is when he was 25.
Dude, look at that mustache. You got
That's me, right?
That's where you get it. It's
That's
his
me.
fault you can't grow a fucking beard.
That's it. Actually,
The
he
legend.
can. He just shaved it. This is on
That
purpose.
is a look. That's
This
a
is on
look.
purpose.
That's a vibe
Yeah,
in
dude.
itself.
I saw they had like a video of like a, I don't know, family reunion, birthday get together or something other. I was
what? That was like 9 different events.
I don't know. I can't. remember
Oh,
what the
okay.
event
You were
was.
like
I'm
it was
just-
a
I'm just-
birthday bash
something.
celebration.
I don't know what
bar
it was
mitzvah.
exactly. It was just whatever.
Yeah, a gathering of
Whatever
people.
it was, a gathering of family.
Okay, got
But
it.
I wasn't born yet. I was literally in the video. I was like in my mom's stomach at the time.
Oh, okay.
And I've never seen this video before, and I'm watching it and seeing that my parents that are younger than I am now move in motion, and it was just really, really off-putting. It was really weird. Then my dad had that fucking. I straight up, he looked like he was going to a porn set in the 70s.
He may have been.
That's what he looked like.
They put food on the table. Don't
It
be
was
a dick.
wild. Right?
That's why he's called the legend. That's why we call him that when we go
Right,
shooting.
is that it?
Because, yeah,
You found his tapes.
found his tape. Oh, fuck. That'd be so awkward. Like, you're a pretty good shot, but you were even better shot in these videos. He's like, what shot? He's like, oh! No!
I went off this train.
This train.
Oh my god.
I love that thing you sent me, that dude. That stand-up
Oh yeah,
comedian
with
was
the
so
Pete
funny.
Holmes.
Oh,
tidbit.
we got a call coming in.
We could.
We got a call coming in.
Is it
I need to take this
work-related?
Gage.
Okay, we'll bring him in on the pod. Does
Yeah.
he care?
No, hold on. Yo.
Hey, buddy. Sorry, man. I took my daughter on a little date tonight.
Oh, you're good, dude. Hey, I was calling you to see if here in the next couple weeks, if you wanted to come on to our podcast and hang out for a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. When?
I'll let you know. I'll let you know a time and stuff tomorrow. Because we gotta try to figure out if you want to do it over like a Zoom call or just a phone call, whatever's best for you. Because I'm sure you don't want to like just come all the way into Clarksville just for that anyway.
I'll go to Clarksville for that.
Oh, okay. Well, we can do that.
That sounds
then.
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds killer.
Yeah,
Just give me a day.
Okay, I'll do that, and I don't know. It probably won't be like the normal one. I know you're used to, where we just like, why do you make hats, and what makes you want to do this? So like, I don't want to do like the normal, same questions you always get hammered on. So
Love it.
I'll probably just do like a normal. We just rant and rave and talk about the crazy world we live in. So
I'm very excited for this.
okay, cool, bro. Yeah, well, I'll do that.
I love
I'll get you some time because we're actually recording right now too, so you'll be in this episode. So.
Ooh, fantastic.
I won't make you sound like a waiver or anything, but yeah, dude. So, like I said, we haven't had any big guests on, but I think you'd probably like it. It's the break from the norm of your other shows you've been on, so I think it'd be cool.
I'm down. Let me know. I'm there.
Cool, man. Well, I'll let you get after it, dude. I'll holler at you tomorrow and send you some dates.
All right. See you, buddy.
All right, dude. Thanks, Gage. See you, buddy.
Bye.
Cool.
Yeah, I fucking love him.
I know.
But I know. Like, not. I don't want to like have sex with him, but I really like
Given
him
the
a lot.
opportunity,
No, probably not. Yeah, you can try ice cream. You
can't try dick.
can try dick. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
cool.
come on. There you go.
I was down with that. Yeah, I like having a third on. I don't really care who it is. It's just having a third on.
Yeah. Oh, it's the blast.
It's just
the best,
I
dude.
enjoy it because I'm getting real fucking sick of your ass.
Well, that and I'm tired of your bullshit, so I need like a break.
I need somebody else in here to witness this.
It's just because this sucks. Yeah, dude, I think that'll be really fun. We just could come up win. I guess.
I don't give a fuck. Oh, well, if we actually get this like mobile situation we were wanting to do, we can go like somewhere cool.
Well, the only place cool I know would be his shop. That's cool.
It'd be
That
cool
place is
if we
fucking
could
dope.
actually like get this shit mobile. That might
We
be
could
a
do
good
it
idea.
mobile now.
So yeah, I mean, I guess
I mean, your truck won't carry
all
that.
these fucking cords.
Just hold on, zip tie it all together. It's one big
In
piece,
one big bundle.
and just transport it like
Be like in a big
put it in
ball.
a blanket. Like this is our setup. The fuck? It's a nice
What
blanket.
kind of operation you got going on here? Yeah, I would. Yeah, we could do that. That might be cool though. Actually, like doing the shop. Because I mean, this is not. I mean, it's really not that much stuff, honestly. Just laptop, fucking mixer, and some mics. Who gives a shit? You don't even really need the mixer, but just because we have these goofy singing mics, these are not really good for podcasting. They get the job done.
What? Oh, this is
These
fine.
mics,
Yeah. This
they
is
get
fine.
the job done. But
Yeah, cool. That'll be nice. Gage will be on. That'll be fun. He's
Yeah.
a cool dude. That'll be a good time.
Yeah,
no, I
but
was
that-
trying to tell him, like, I just told him I was sorry to put you on the spot like that. I didn't know you were calling with the show. Like, I didn't.
you didn't have to answer it.
Well, I know, but I wanted to. It's cool. I don't be rude. But no, that'll be a good time. I told him because Norm, the shows he's been on, it's been like the same thing. It's like, why do you do that? And I'm sure
Yeah,
I'll
it's all
ask
questions
some of
about
that.
the business,
But
which is
I was
good because he's trying to
it's
promote
cool.
his business
Yeah, I
or
get that.
whatever,
We
but-
will, and we will. We
do
have
that, yeah,
before,
yeah.
but it'd be cool just to like have someone on. Like I said, we'll get someone else's.
I'm gonna get a hat.
Yeah, you can get a fucking hat if you want to. Yep, he makes cool hats, bro.
Actually, I probably can't afford one of the hats that he has.
You actually can.
I probably could.
You can. We're not going to be.
Probably
I mean,
could.
it
Okay.
costs less than your fucking tablet and your PS5.
Yeah,
so.
but like probably not much less. But I don't know how much. I mean, those hats
I can honestly tell you right
they
now.
They look expensive.
I can honestly tell you right now, you can get one of his one-off hats that's cheaper than your PS5 you bought. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I'm,
No, you
I'm
can't.
an idiot. I bought that thing on eBay.
Well, yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah, that's true. It
was
I
$2
couldn't-
grand.
I got tired of waiting. I would still be waiting. They're still not.
Yeah, it was $2,000. So,
No, it wasn't $2,000.
well, I mean, don't lie. Just because we're on the
$800.
show, don't.
It was
matter.
$800.
No, it was $940.
It was twice the amount.
Anyways,
was $840.
speaking of PS5s, guy we work with actually found one at a GameStop
Really?
on the shelf. Bought it, sold it
course
for
he
the
did.
same price he paid for it.
Why?
I was like, dude,
Why?
I don't know. It's a flex. They don't really need it.
I would have bought off him and
So
sold it.
I would have bought it because it came with 2 remotes. It was a package deal, and I think he paid close to $7. But still, like you can't find them. It's been 2 years. You can't find one.
I know.
Stupid. I blame society.
Yeah,
nerds.
I blame Sony. They didn't figure out the whole scalping situation with their distributors.
Yeah, like they had dudes outside in a van bought like 14 of them.
Like Xbox didn't have that fucking problem.
Nope.
Like Microsoft figured it out. What the
PS4
fuck?
doesn't have that problem when they first came out.
No.
The slim versions and everything. The 128 gig was all the big
Sony
things.
was just like, fuck you. Somebody got them. We don't care. We got the money, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can hear our female listeners like
What?
immediately not like tuning out as soon as we start talking about video games. Have you ever met
I have. Yeah.
women that are
Yes.
like
I've had one.
their pussies dry up with the mere mention of video games?
Sorry. I thought you were going to say that they get wet. Like if I ever dated a gamer. Like
No,
I
no,
have.
no. Yeah, I mean, I've met some before.
I've dated a
very few,
hardcore gamer.
but
It's cool.
I've known some women that they are like. It's like
It's more-
It's like I killed a cat.
Yeah, it's kind of like you sacrificed a kitten in
Right.
front of a child, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
Right.
Yeah, no, it's
Whenever if you
Just a weird
mere mention that you
stigma.
play video games, they they hate it.
well,
it's like,
I don't. Kylie doesn't like it. She likes N64 games like back in the like the Beetlebug racing and like shit like that. But
Casual.
if
Sure.
if your gaming history is stopped at that, and then you get into the big games now, like obviously because I scream at the TV when I play, and like I don't do that. I can't do that anymore. I think that gives it a bad taste. Like when you're really in it back in the day when Halo first came out, you were like, "Yeah, suck this dick," and screaming at the television. That would immediately be a huge turnoff. Like I get it. Like if I walked and saw a girl doing that, playing video games, it'd be like,
I'd be like, "Can I play?"
it'd be weird.
It wouldn't bother me.
Now I've dated girls that play video games, but I just made up that part. Like I've never walked in and saw that happening, like where they scream and like
Okay, yeah, right.
I've never seen it in person.
No, me neither. I've never actually. I've never.
I don't know
really been
why
with
it's
any
such a
girls
turn. I think all women are different. They just,
yeah, I mean, I would say they are, but my thing is like, have you come across a woman that has been like,
Yes.
Yes, physically
hates
hurts
video.
her.
Literally has said,
That
I
if her,
hate.
like, I would not date a guy that plays video games.
Yeah,
That
they're
kind
like,
of thing.
I hate video games. That's what they would say.
It's wild to me. It's
Yeah.
like, why? Why do you fucking care?
That's what I've said too. I mean, same thing I've met a couple that are just hate it. And I don't think it's because what it is, it's taking time away from them
I
when
think
you're
it's
young.
because they
That's
can't
what
be
it
a
is.
part of it.
Yeah, they're like,
I think it's because they're not into it. They
Yeah,
don't
I
feel
get
like
it.
they can be a
Yeah.
part of it, and they don't like that the guy spends hours having fun by himself and she's not involved.
well, they don't want you to have fun without them.
100%.
That's what it is.
Right, but I don't get all. But I would not get butthurt if she goes to the fucking flea market or the fucking Target for the 8th
We're
time
different.
today. Like I don't give
We're
a shit.
just different guys. I don't know. I don't care. Kylie's actually, I told her one time, I said, "Are you going to go on vacation again soon?" What? I was like, I can't miss you if you're always around.
I love that line.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I can't miss you if you're always around.
Right.
So, like, I'm the one that if she wanted to, like, we're going on a girls' trip next week, we're going to be on the whole week.
Right.
Great.
Like
Here's some
distance.
money.
Distance makes the heart go fonder. So distance.
That's a fact. That's why I
Distance
couldn't do the
yourself.
whole when I see spouses that work together every single day together. No,
Joined
sorry.
at the hip kind of
It's
shit.
not going to happen. Nope. Hats off to you, buddy, because it's not going to happen.
Can't do it.
No.
I would prefer if I was to date somebody, I'm gonna have a strict. I
don't really want you around.
I'm gonna have a strict every other day schedule. 1 day on, 1 day off.
Just because I'm not talking doesn't mean I don't want you
right,
around.
and then like a job, I'm gonna get 2 weeks out of the year.
Yeah, right.
I like that. Right, for 2 weeks, I'm not gonna see you for 2
I
weeks.
should just-
I was gonna fucking disappear
Yeah.
for 2 weeks. We're still together. Like you can't cheat or whatever.
Yeah, right.
But you're just not gonna see me for 2 weeks.
I just want to walk in and be like, I think you should get a job where you travel a lot. Like what?
Right,
Like I think
right.
you, like where
Exactly.
you're gone like 8 months out of the year.
Exactly.
That's what I kind of want you to look for if you
Right.
can. Like I found this one. Like just bring traveling jobs up. Like this one here says you'll be on the road 300 days a year. So it pays great. That's something to look into.
Yeah, those are the ones that end up cheating. Like we were talking about
They won't.
cheating earlier on,
don't
right?
think so.
Earlier in the episode, a little bit ago. That I remember. It's amazing how shameless people are and how open people are about cheating on their spouses.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
almost
fucking
like
wild
it's
to
like the
me.
whole badge of honor for being in therapy.
Something, I guess, and because I remember whenever I was in basic and got out, and I was in an integrated division. I think I've mentioned this before, where it was males and females.
Yeah, that was our less watched show. Listen shows.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And so I'll keep this short. But this is about fucking. So, but I just remember the amount of it's like everybody was pent up for like 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. Not a fucking drop of semen was released anywhere unless you had that weird dude in your bunk in this bunk jerking off or whatever, which may or may not have been me. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't me. I swear to God, they put something in the eggs because I didn't get a boner for 10 weeks. It's weird. It's the weirdest fucking.
So when
time
you did
period.
finally get one, it was the Mecca.
When I finally got one, I was like, "Where the fuck have you been?"
It's all like super strong from all the PT and
Yeah,
eggs.
exactly. Right. It's like so engorged about to rip out of its skin.
And shed to a new one.
Right. Exactly.
It's a new physical
That was a
form.
bigger dick. It's
Yeah.
like slightly bigger.
You won't
Right. It
you
was
don't wanna
small. It was small. Now it's adequate.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, you don't want to see my ultimate form.
Right. Exactly.
That'd be cool.
Right. Exactly.
It's got a naval hat.
Right. So it was seriously like that.
Now just picture
Actually,
this actor.
I'm trying to recall that after I finally was like, oh my God, I have a boner. What the fuck am I don't remember
forgot
if
what
I
to do with it?
immediately like jerked off. Was like, yes,
just stared-
finally.
you just stared
or
at
I
it.
was just like, I don't know what to do with this thing.
Because you'll get in trouble.
Right. Right. It's like,
What are you going to do with it, Culpepper?
Exactly. Get out of here, recruit. Put that dick away.
Oh!
Right. I didn't know.
Starts coming on
I
its
don't
own.
quite remember. Yeah, that was a really awkward time. It was a fucking blur as well. But I just remember everybody, a lot of people that were in basic. We went across the street to the training command was right across the street from basic. So it was like, as soon as I got out of that hellhole, I didn't have to go very far to the other hellhole.
Right.
So I just remember everybody fucked everybody. It was like a all you fuck buffet. It was just everybody married, didn't matter. There was I swear to God, every single married person fucked a stranger right out of basic. I swear to God, it was weird.
Well, have you seen
like literally the first week?
Have you seen these things on Instagram where it's like the polyamorous relationship? I think I'm saying that right.
Polyamorous.
It was like this girl was dancing. I was like, okay, she's kind of cute. And then it was like her husband was behind her cooking dinner. I get it. It's like that. I thought it was like a husband-wife page because some of those are great. They do pranks. That's what I was getting into. Well, she starts dancing, and all of a sudden it's like we're having an open relationship. And I was like, well, I gotta see the rest of this. My husband's girlfriends are also my girlfriends because I'm bi, and it works for us.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wait, that's a fucking mouthful. Do what? So of course I had to go in there and look. And yeah, like they're married, except he has girlfriends. It's open, so she can also sleep with the girlfriends. And I was like, this sounds exhausting. This entire thing sounds exhausting.
It's a lot more common
so
than you think.
Fucked up. It sounds crazy.
It's a lot more common than you think.
And then of course,
if I was on Tinder every day, I would run across one or two couples every day.
yeah, I told Kylie that, and she said
Tinder.
she said that was an episode of Snapped. They buried they had a throuple, and they buried the one girl out in the backyard. And I was like,
Got tired of her.
yeah, they still got tired. I said, was she hot?
Yeah.
She was like, she's pretty cute.
But I'll see those on Tinder. They're basically
I
they're
don't get
trapped.
it.
They start off with where it's the girl, and you're like, oh fuck, she's cute. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you don't want
She's
ugly.
like, oh, she's like 10 miles away. Oh man, I might match with this chick. She's cool. She's about my age. You finally get to the end, and there's some fucking goober, and you're like, and she's like all in his embrace. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And then you read the thing, and it's like, you know, in a open relationship.
Yeah,
we're
and then you can't-
married looking for a third. And I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, you can't have two wrongs make a right. You can't have two
It's
uglies
terrible.
and try to get a hot one in there. It's not.
Yeah,
sorry, this isn't. No.
No, and you know and again, they're looking for another dude because if I'm coming across the page and it's her, she's fishing for other men. So he might be like a cuck or something like
I'll
that.
sit in a corner and watch. I
Right.
can't handle it. Like that video I
No.
sent you guys where that big heavy set girl was like, I'm
So
only
you
in
sending
it.
me some cuck videos?
No. It's that video where I sent it to the boys group. That girl was like, it was like a couple, and she's like, oh, like this is my boyfriend.
Oh
but
yeah,
I
she likes to get railed by black dudes.
only by black dudes, and I
Yeah.
like him to watch.
Right.
And
he's
I
sitting
make
there,
him watch.
You can see the pain in his
And he's
eyes,
just
but
like-
he has to like go along with
He's
it.
like, oh, I just watch because she tells me. I'm like,
Yeah, dude. You can every time you can see the pain in that guy's eyes,
Yeah.
and you know
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be
But
there. He
that's-
doesn't want to be a part of this.
But then it becomes murder.
Right.
That's repressed anger, and he's going to unleash
he will
it.
blow up one day.
So when she's having a Mandingo party, he's going to come over with a samurai sword because you know he
100%.
collects swords. You could just tell.
Yeah.
It'll be a film themed sword.
I think he had a neck beard,
and a neck beard with all the buttons undone on his polo.
Right, exactly.
Which means murder.
which means yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So she'll be dead.
That's a terrible situation.
Yeah, she's going to be dead in a couple
the
weeks.
things guys put up with for pussy. That's all I.
Yeah,
gotta
but
say.
he ain't getting it. He's watching her get
Yeah,
it.
but you know he gets it sometimes. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but-
probably what it is. Actually, that reminds me of this fucked up movie. I cannot remember it, but it was Ben Affleck and that hot ass Anna de Armas chick. She's hot as balls. She was in Blade Runner 2049. She was in. What was she in recently? You've seen.
The one whose English isn't her first language?
Yes.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
With Ben Stiller?
And she was in War Dogs with Miles Teller and everything like that. Right.
And Jonah
You know what
Hill.
I'm
I know
talking
that.
about?
Yeah, but
And not Ben Stiller, Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck and her, they were in a movie, and she was basically like, they hooked up, they were married, but she would run around on him constantly, just
I haven't seen
constantly.
this. Not my
But she
boy
played
Ben.
She played these manipulative games to
Okay.
where she would like kind of openly flaunt her,
pussy.
openly flaunt her extramarital relationships.
Okay.
And it would get him all upset. And it almost was like he was kind of into it. He was kind of like, he knew that she was doing this, but she had such a fucking hold on him to where she would tease him sexually. And then it would get him riled up, and then she would then go fuck another guy. Ooh. And then she would, then it would rile him up. He would be filled with rage and jealousy. And then she would finally give it up. Right. And it would trap him all over again. It was the wildest fucking movie I've ever seen.
What's that? Speaking of like adultery.
It made me uncomfortable to watch. I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Ben Affleck's character is like, is he into this? Long story short, he ends up like killing like all her lovers. But the thing is
Spoiler alert.
she's like mad at first, and then she kind of like accepts it and is kind of like into it. So now the end of the movie, it gets to the end of the movie, and the way they kind of suggest is that now that's their dynamic, is that they're married.
She's like a Black Widow.
She's going to run around on him. He's going to watch from the shadows because the other guys, he doesn't know at all, right? He thinks he's being secretive, and he's hiding it from the husband, and he has no idea. But he knows the entire time. She knows that he knows, and he's going to get filled with so much rage and jealousy, ends up killing the guy,
And then have sex with his wife.
and then have sex with his own wife, and then they both cover up the murder.
He may be onto something there.
It's
That's like a
It
Bonnie
is-
and Clyde.
Yeah, dude, it was the wildest
Like a
shit.
reimagining.
Yeah, I was just like, it made me uncomfortable.
That's like that.
You should watch it. I
that-
can't remember what the name of the movie is. I'll find it.
That's like that movie with Richard Gere, and his wife ends up.
Unfaithful.
Dude,
Oh,
that's some of
Diane
the
Lane was
craziest
hot as
sex
shit
scenes
in that too.
in that show. But like,
And they like fucked in the hallway.
yeah,
and
the
stairs.
movie
You're like,
theater and the bathroom, and like, poor old Richard was thinking a pretty woman back in his room.
let me pull up Affleck's IMDb.
Was it The
page.
Accountant too? That's what it was.
That was a great fucking movie.
No.
Deep Water.
Deep Water. I've never seen that. I've seen that
It's
cover.
It's this year, 2022.
All right, I'm
it's
about to
new.
watch
It's on
it.
Net- I
It's
think
pretty
it's
good?
on Netflix, maybe.
Pretty solid.
It's weird. It made me uncomfortable. I'll be honest with you. It's slow, but it is basically following Ben Affleck's descent into
Welcome to hell.
like when you're first watching it, you're like, why is he putting up with this shit? And it seems like obviously you're like, I think he fucking hates her, but he's wanting to get out, and he's just waiting for his moment, and she's running around on him. And then you're like, maybe is he in denial? And then you find out like, oh no, he really does care about her. She is running around on him, and he's angry about it because he kills a dude.
Yeah.
Right, but then they fuck, and it's odd. It's odd, and just watch it. It's kind of weird.
All right. I'll do
But
that.
it just made me uncomfortable, especially the ending. I was just like, what a fucking relationship. But yeah, I don't know what people do, man. There's some weird folks out there. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
And it's becoming more and more prevalent,
Yeah, like murder.
like murder.
What was that movie you said it's a lot more prevalent? Yeah, like
Yeah, I
murder.
hope it doesn't get to this degree. Jesus Christ, she's like a honeypot.
She is really
And her husband
attractive.
comes out of the back room, or was that from old school?
Old school.
It's like you
Okay.
take the red eye home, and then
The goddamn magic show.
a couple of naked people pop out of your closet like a goddamn magic show.
Ready to double
Ready
team
to
your
double team your
girlfriend.
wife. Double team your girlfriend, right? And the
I
dude
think
shows up. He's got like the Jew fro and the mustache or whatever, and he's like,
Here for the gangbang?
Here for the gangbang.
I like when they're at the wedding. He gives that speech and he says, "Well, I think what he's trying to say is that love is blind."
Love is blind.
Vince Vaughn with the safe. That's a great movie.
I love that movie.
Nice. I'd like to have Vince Vaughn on the show.
Good luck.
I think he would do it if I could get his phone number.
We I don't think you're just a
someone-
person in a sea of messages.
Didn't someone ask you about the message I'm sending to celebrities? Did someone mention last episode?
Yeah.
Who was that?
What we were talking. It was
One of our
we work
listeners. One of our listeners.
our
Crunkcast.
number one
Number one guy,
number
Crunk.
one
Yeah,
fan.
Crunkcast.
He was he's like they get 30,000 messages a day.
Yeah, so
They're not gonna fucking see it.
Yeah, they do though.
They don't see it.
They do. I've actually here lately. It depends on the person because I've actually messaged a dude.
Who you? Okay, it depends on who you're messaging. Like if you're messaging Ben Affleck, for instance, he ain't gonna fucking see your message.
No.
First of all, it's probably a PR or an assistant actually managing
well,
his account.
I asked.
It's probably not even him.
Yeah, so-
but if you're like messaging a dude who's like locally famous,
No,
okay, maybe.
So I messaged a guy. So like I follow. Anyways, this company here that my new little entry level sponsorship I got. They give me discounts on their clothes.
Okay.
He's got a big group of friends that I wish I could go hang out with for a day.
Okay.
Not to live with or make sex with, but like just hang out. But like, those are two extremes. But I just want to say that like cook out with.
All right. You don't have to add in that preface all the
So
time, right?
there's a guy that hangs out with him. His name's Seth. That is a big like street bike Harley guy that he does stunt
Okay.
videos and stuff too. Well, I added him on Instagram. Well,
Okay.
he has like I don't know how thousands and thousands. Like he's.
Yeah, but how many though?
Let me look. I'll tell you.
Pull it
Let me
up.
pull
I
it
gotta
up.
see how. Let's see how.
It's not in the
famous-
millions.
Oh, I know,
it's
but
not in
he's-
the million. Let me
right.
pump the fucking brake. I messaged Chris Pratt one time last year.
Oh yeah, I mean,
did I hear anything?
I sent a DM
Absolutely
to like
not.
Derrick Henry one time, telling
Did
him.
you?
Yeah, I suggested for him to do a touchdown dance. If next time he scored a touchdown, to do a celebration. I made a suggestion of like you should do this.
Okay. Did you get a response?
Because he's King Henry, so I said what he should do. Actually, no. Of course, I didn't get a fucking
I'm just
response.
asking. I don't know who. I don't
I'm
know
not
his,
gonna respond.
his followings.
But I basically suggested that next time, this was in the height of Game of Thrones too, so it was a few years ago. So I was suggested that if he got a touchdown, that he should have the.
So okay, 49,000 followers. That's minimal compared to millions.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's still a lot of. I mean, my God, it's still a lot of people. Like 50,000.
It's not. I mean, yeah, but of that 50,000, so you just have to like do math.
Anyway, so I talk to that guy often, and the only person I've ever had that.
Of that 50,000, how many people of that 50,000 would actually send a DM? So you got to figure how many DMs does he probably get on a daily basis. For 50,000 followers, probably not that many.
Fuck, I don't.
Couple hundred, maybe.
That's still a lot to go through.
So that's you. Then you would stick out more because then you could just catch him at the right time.
I do.
You get what I'm saying?
We've talked a couple of times. It's pretty cool.
But
He's a cool dude.
someone with start, you get to hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of followers. You're just no.
I mean, that's how I met on Gage's call. That's how I met him. I Facebook messaged him at like 2 a.m. And I did the whole. Now he doesn't. I mean, have 100 million followers, but local kind of celeb, if you will, someone that I saw on a podcast that has a lot of followers. He was on that episode, and that's when I messaged him like at 2 a.m. I was like, "Hey," it was like delirious. So I was like, "Hey," I didn't find out he was in Nashville, so I was like, "Hey, I saw you on the podcast. Really cool." Like I kind of fanboyed out a little bit, and I got a message back like at I don't know, like
Sound like a stalker.
yeah, a little bit. It's kind of hard not to not stalk.
There's no.
Like, there's no good way to be like,
There's no way.
"Hey man, you
right.
look cool."
There's no good way.
There's no good way to stop.
fanboy slide into another man's DMs.
Exactly. Well, it was the shop's DM, so I'm
Whatever.
safe. Yeah, it's like I harassed them all, but
I wish I had your enthusiasm sometimes to do that.
yeah. So I know I'm a freak. So I was like, really enjoy, and you're local. So I got like a message back. I may have told the story. If you've already heard it, I don't care. You'll hear it again. So I got a message back, and it was like, yeah, this is it. And I was like, okay. I don't want to sound like a dick, but is this like really the dude, or is this like an employee that just answers Facebook mail?
Right.
Like I asked that because I get it.
Right.
Ha, no, it's really me.
Yeah.
And then of course here it comes. Holy shit, bro, cool. And then 6 months later, I show up at his fucking shop.
Then you just dorked out.
And I just dorked out. Yeah, I don't know. Like I just find that if I see someone, whether it be in this, dive into Josh's psyche for a minute, freak.
You're a hype man.
I can't help
You're
it.
a hype man. That's
I
what
know.
you are.
So
You're a hype man.
What happens?
One of my
is-
buddies, Scott, he's a hype man.
So
Scoop,
I see
whatever.
videos or I see that like a podcast, and I'll see someone, and I'll be like, it's like something that just clicks. Like I'm like, I understand. Like me and that guy have to know each other. We have to know each other. That sounds super weird, but I was like, I have to know that motherfucker on that. I have to know him. Like, it sounds so weird. It sounds so weird. And now that you're laughing, it makes me feel worse about it, so shut up. But, like, I'll see, I'm like, I got to know that dude. We're going to be friends.
I love it, though. I love it. It's the best.
So this other guy named Seth, I saw him in a video because, like, the guy who does this is a big time freestyler. Like, it's Jeremy Stimber. Like, he's huge. Like, he's not going to mess with me.
Yeah, but you're kind of engaging a smaller community.
Well,
so
that's why. So
your odds are better.
So I see this guy. I'm like, he's like me. Like, he's like an incredible rider. I'm not saying that at all, but like, he's kind of swung in from doing dope shit on Harleys and street bikes and the tattoo. But he's not like 2 million followers. Like, he's just kind of a hype man in his own rights. And I was like, that dude looks fucking cool. Like, I guarantee we'd probably hang out. Like, if I was in that circle, we want to be friends. So one day
you're like Paul Rudd.
I
love you, man.
Yeah. So he just not as desperate. So like, I'll see these dudes on and like,
am I not enough for you?
Yeah, I have like this weird like ball of confidence that just hits me when I'm on Instagram. Like, these motherfuckers want to know me.
Yeah, exactly. They just
like,
don't know how. They don't have any idea how much fun they would have if we were friends.
I was like, dude, I have a couch in my garage. Like, I have made
exactly.
it. Like, you want to be
the coolest.
Like, and then like you end up meeting them. You're like, so what do you do? I'm like, oh, like this is what I do.
Yeah, right.
Let me show you where I go.
The lamest job ever.
It's the most uneventful thing. And they're like, is that why you look like that? You try to like, you trapped? I'm like, yeah, I'm trapped here.
You really do not fit the office at all.
No, that's what Crunk said. Crunk's like, you look like a hot girl making sandwiches at Subway.
Yes, 100%. Be like, why are you here? You know you could do
he
anything.
Secretly wants to fire me.
I think if he was in a position of power, he'd be like, me. I'm firing you for your own good.
Yeah, he's like,
you gotta get out of
want you here. You make no sense, and I love it. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, you would think that someone would have that much like hype, energy, and enthusiasm would do something with it on their own, but I just won't. I don't know. Like, corporate world.
Well, it's like we say, we're pussies.
Well, it's that and like
lazy. I'm lazy. That's what my problem.
Well, it's lazy and I'm comfortable because I know that I have a nice paying job, nice. And part of me too, like, is still the family guy. Like, I enjoy being a provider.
That's your number one priority.
I do. I enjoy it. But when I'm on Instagram, dude, and I will message anyone. I don't care. I messaged the Hey Babe podcast 4 times.
Yeah.
I even put, you will eventually fucking answer me.
Right. Well, I have no. That's funny.
I put that.
Like, the idea that just why not shoot your shot? Fuck it.
They're still
I get that. I get that.
Normal
part.
dudes.
But what's funny is whenever you get upset that they don't message.
Yeah, I know. I get super mad.
That part.
I get super mad.
It's
I was like,
so
"Fuck
funny.
you, man," or like
unfollow.
This is a good one. Hopefully, like, maybe magically they'll hear this episode and be like, "Now I know why I didn't message you back."
Right, exactly.
Like, you're going to try to stab me at a damn local signing.
They're probably sitting there like they finally come across the episode and be like, "I was going to message that guy, not now."
Yeah, they'll be like, "You're going to stab me in an autograph. Like, I'm going to get killed in my next thing." But like, I'll message, like, the other dude, him and I were talking last night. He posted a video on a Harley doing cool shit, and like, I generally will talk about that stuff. I like to talk about motor. I like that shit. It doesn't mean I'm trying to creep. Like, I generally just, and you know me, like, if I'm up late by myself and everybody's sleeping, I want to talk. It's the same thing on Instagram. I'm like, motherfucker, somebody's going to want to talk to me tonight. Mm-hmm. So like, I'll comment and be like, it's a dope bike. Like, what year is that? And they're like, it's an 04. I'm gonna be shooting the shit. And I'm like, should I try to keep this going? Like, he's probably like trying to like go to bed. Like, I want to be like, what are you doing later? So like,
you're like a horny teenager texting a girl trying to get in her pants.
But I'm not. It's dudes. Like, I'm trying to just hang out. I'm trying to just talk to cool people. Like, I don't know. I think it's just like, I've told you before where like I have like, my tight circle of friends, but like, sometimes they're pretty boring. So like, I try to like branch out. I think what it is, it's going to sound desperate and I don't care. There's like this small sliver of hair on me that secretly wants to somehow get roped into these communities.
Oh yeah, 100%. You want to be part of the entourage.
I want to be a part of the entourage.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I know, like, sometimes I like have this little like sliver of hope that they'll be like,
"Hey, you want to come hang out?
That's a cool motherfucker. You want to come hang out?" Like, you got to buy your plane ticket,
dude,
and I'm not. Like, I don't know what it is. I can't help it.
Well,
I cannot help it.
I listen to a lot of comedians' podcasts because I laugh my ass off, right?
Absolutely.
So there was that episode with Joe Rogan, whenever it was called Sober October 4 was the name of the episode. And it was him, Burt Kreischer, Tom Segura,
watched it.
and Ari Shafir.
It's
and
great.
they're like best buds, been for years.
just broing it out.
And they're about to start their Sober October thing where they work out every day. They have to burn at least 500 calories, and they don't drink any alcohol, don't smoke any weed
I
for a
saw
whole
that.
month.
It's
or
all
whatever.
boring.
And so they every month, and the episode, because it's now October's over, so they did Sober October for part 2. So I still need to listen to that. But I was just listening to them, and I was like,
Part
I
2
would,
is good.
Yeah, I was like, I would die to be in that room to just like hang out.
It's because
It looked like the best time.
what it is, and it's probably the same for me too. Like I saw it too, and I was like, "This is great." Like it's because you gravitate towards those people. That's why they have so many followers. Like that's why. And some personalities are super contagious. It's like they're a positive cancer, if you will. Like you want to be in it. You want them on. You want to be in
Bathe
it.
in that aura.
You can't help it. You want to. It's the hypeness because
you.
your normal day to day. Like obviously, like this is. I love doing this. Like just this last little spat about making fun of me is great. I love this. But it's the same thing. But you never want it to stop.
No.
Now, granted, I know that they're dads and like.
You draw. You have. There's a fine line because
There is.
because you don't want to fanboy out so hard.
Yeah.
Where you're like, Neil, I want to party with you.
Well, I've told like.
please be my friend.
I've
Like
told,
that's too much.
Yeah, I've told Gage before. Like him and I have talked to the shop, and I'll be like, I was like, I have to like. He mentioned. I was like, yeah, I've been up in a few months to come visit. He's like, did you come? I was like, I have to have a buffer zone because I'm the type that will. When you're like, you should come visit more often. My mind is like, yeah, fucking shit. I'll be here every Friday. I'll bring food and but no, like you can't. I told him I was like, I have to. Because if I come visit, I'm gonna want to like if once it gets going, the good times starts rolling. I don't want it to end.
Let the good times roll.
Yeah, so I want to stay, but so I have to like back up because I will feed off of that. Like I will be in it.
You're like a succubus.
I am. I'm like a succubus. Just not as ghoulish like. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like here lately,
But you're not having sex with me. You're just hanging out.
yeah.
with
So I literally have a small bit of desperation to be roped in for a weekend with. And what's funny is like all these dudes.
Everybody wants to be a part of a cool entourage.
These entourage are fucking nuts. Like I would show up and be like, yeah, I'm a weekend warrior rider. Like I'll do some of that. But like these motherfuckers are like backflipping and shit and like smoking weed, playing golf.
Right.
Like
It's like Dude Perfect or
it's
Nitro Circus or some shit.
But there again, what it sucks that you'll probably never get a chance to do it. Like you won't. You know, they like you. They have their own circle, and they're probably thinking like, "Do I get fucking fan emailed by bullshit? I don't want to meet you weirdos."
Well, we never get this podcast like really going. We can create our own damn entourage.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I can't even get our entourage together to go on an overnight trip. You'd be fine because you're like me, and
I'm always down.
We're not afraid to blow every money all the dime we have.
Yep.
Just for a good time.
I'm always down, and I actually I've always in the past I've learned to say no. I've learned to say no.
Yeah,
but when I really don't want to.
You got a lot of wisdom.
I've gotten better about it. But back early in my 20s, I would always be down to my detriment.
Yeah. I've told stories
Like
about you to other people.
Put me like it would like destroy my bank account. But I'm like whatever, I'm down. Fuck it.
Yeah.
What's a negative bank account? I mean anyway.
Yeah, you just get charged
more
$3.
money will come. Right.
It's fine.
Who gives
Yeah,
a shit?
it's not a big
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll take it alone.
Yeah, dude, I guess, like I said, there's a small desperation in me. That's what it is, dude. People are like, you are a desperate fan. Like,
Yeah.
and then I told, like, I'm also a brand groupie. Like, major, big
That's what
time.
I call it.
Like, I am hardcore. Like, I have a soft spot for brands that I love. I will fucking spend it.
With you're what advertisers are like wanting. They want brand
They
loyalty.
are. They do. But the problem is it doesn't really get you anywhere. Like, you know, it's not like they're going to be banging knocking on the door and be like, hey, we really thank you for wearing all this. Or I wish I could get to a level where they're like, we're just going to send you some shit because you bought so much. Now it's time for some free stuff. And I like it. This also pisses me off. This is going to sound really, I'm digging the weeds here. But like I'll see someone put, it always revolves around fucking Instagram. You'll see like when I was on our podcast, I'm trying to be more adamant about our podcast Instagram.
Yeah,
But
right.
I saw where someone was like, thanks for the free merch. And it's like some fucking tool that I'm like, do you even like the brand? Do you know anything fucking about it?
Right.
And they send you 9 free t-shirts.
Most people don't.
Like, get fucked. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to wear that.
No.
Stupid. Send it to me. Yeah, like, I mean, but you got to.
It's funny when I'll see those Instagram accounts that are like meme accounts and they post funny stuff all the time. Like I think there's actually, I want to say it's an actual MMA fighter that
Yeah.
I follow, and he posts a lot of memes.
Yeah.
And but then I start coming across a fucking advertisement for a spin mop. And I'm
Oh,
like,
have you seen that thing?
yeah,
That thing's dope.
it's really cool. And I'm
It
like,
is cool.
what the fuck? Why is this MMA fighter who has an awesome meme account
Yeah.
now selling spin mops?
Have you seen
It's
that
just-
thing? You seen that thing in action?
See, it's working on you.
Yeah, it'll go all 4 rounds, bro. That thing is
Exactly.
a beast.
I watched the whole presentation.
I did too. It
sure.
was great.
Because
Pageantry, the music. Wow.
what a show.
What a show.
Exactly. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so some of them I'm like, dude, like they don't fit your brand. Like, what's going on here? Why are you
Yeah,
selling a
because-
spin mop?
Well, yeah, but you've seen that thing in action.
But the
It'll
thing
sell
is,
itself.
whoever the makers of the spin mop are doling out the dollars. So you know,
That thing's a beast. I thought about ordering one. That's
right.
fucking
And
genius.
honestly, if someone would pay me to like enough to where I could quit my job, I will advertise whatever the fuck.
I would
you want.
advertise
I don't care.
Vagisil.
100%.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I actually wrote out to sponsors for this show. And I'm like, I don't care what it
Exactly.
is.
My thing is people are buying it anyway, so I might as well get a piece of
Yeah,
that.
like that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I would do it.
Right. I don't care what it is.
Maybe eventually we'll get some sponsors for the show.
Right.
That'd be dope.
Yep.
Like a catchy jingle.
I hope it was something terrible. Like, if you ever listen to some of the guys on Cumtown, whenever they have to do a
it's
spot,
awful.
It's always not serious advertisers.
It's terrible.
Like, it's usually like CBD oil or something like that.
I
or
like-
dick pills.
I'd like to do our own-
They do blue chews all the time, which is that chew that
Yeah.
gives you
Gives you a
big
boner.
dick. Yeah.
I'd like to do plungers of some kind. Would be hilarious.
Yeah. See, I want to do something like way out of left field.
Or like these new things I've seen on Instagram, those plungers for kids when they're choking. You put
Oh,
that
yeah,
thing in their
the-
mouth or whatever.
Yeah, something whatever it's
I
called.
don't know. That's
Yeah.
like been all over my
Suck
Instagram
life.
lately. I'm like, are kids choking all the time now? Like, why is this a thing?
Have you seen those things? Have you seen one of those in action? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird, but I feel like it's I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't have that ready, accessible, quick enough to get it. Like, 'cause you can't put it in a fanny pack. That's something I would keep in my purse.
There you go.
The
Life
mouth
saving-
sucker thing.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I wish I could put a sword in my purse, but I can't.
You could do a dagger.
Yeah. We already have a knife. But I'm thinking like pocket knife, but like an actual like medieval weapon,
Okay.
like maybe a flail or a mace,
I always thought myself as a long sword guy.
or we can go Eastern on it. Have some like nunchucks in there.
I don't think they're called nunchuckas.
Nunchucks.
I think that's like a.
I'm Asian, so I know the correct pronunciation. The nunchucks.
Oh, okay. All right, I didn't know that. They're just called nunchucks. I was thinking of the Three Ninjas Kick Back.
Actually, when
It's called
I
nunchucks.
did karate, whenever I was I was
Online?
like 12.
It was online.
I did it over Zoom. It was just me in my living room in a gi and a computer. But
I was an online equestrian.
exactly. But no, I did it when I was a young lad, and I did. There was two classes I did that was weapons training. So it was nunchucks, and that's what they called them. I swear to God, at least my memory serves that they were called nunchuckas.
Okay.
And then we did bow staff.
Bow staff. Well, of course, it's a broomstick. It's
Which
cheaper.
is a broomstick.
It's cheaper than
right.
swords.
And that was the reasoning that they did the bow staff. It was like a bow staff could be anything. It could be a mop. Like,
It could be a spin mop.
right. You may not have nunchucks on you, but you have a mop. So if someone's going to jump me while I'm like cleaning my kitchen or something, I can,
You could be ready for combat, but it's not weighted right.
right?
There's a
So you have to-
thingly end
so you have
of
to do
it.
the weird thing. We have to like break the end off of it.
Yeah, well, then it becomes
like,
two.
right.
Now it's a short spear.
But mine's
twice the kill.
Yeah, but mine's made of aluminum. So like, how's that going to work?
Just bruising your knee really bad.
Right now, I just have like a bow staff with a bent floppy mop on the end of it.
It's for safety. You guys should whip their eyes.
So that was the stupidest advice.
I like how anytime I sweep, I still do that. Like I'll pretend it's a bow staff. Like I'm some sort of trained Jedi. I'm like, I could easily kill you with this.
That's another Instagram account that I'm obsessed with right now is McDojo Life.
What is that?
So McDojo Life is basically they highlight martial artists, actually what they call chair jutsu. It's basically all these like fake martial artists that give really terrible advice, and they have a following. They have students like they'll come up with a new form of fighting, a new martial art, and all this kind of crap. And it'll be like a fat 40-year-old dude sitting in a chair.
You said McDojo?
Yeah, McDojo Life, and it'd be like a fat 40-year-old sitting in a chair, and have like 8 people come at him, and he'll use his chi to like knock them out and all this kind of shit.
Is it this one?
That one, boom! It's hilarious. It's hilarious. These people, and the thing is, like, these people buy into that. Like, look at that crap. Look at that Indian dude. He don't. What the fuck is that? He's got them all twisted up, and they're like, "Oh no, what can we do?" And they always do these goofy demonstrations that would not happen in real life.
Well, you know, karate can only be used on somebody with karate.
That knows karate,
Yeah, like,
right?
That's why it looks cool in movies.
Exactly. Like he's dead serious, and he teaches. These people teach people.
What is this?
That's one of the worst ones. He's a lot of these videos are very old, like 90s, 80s. But this one, he talks about how he like used his chi to revive a dead pet.
I've done that. That ain't no big deal.
Right. Find one. There's one. Show me. Let me see the page. Yeah, just pick on one where they're like the dude's like coming at him.
This one?
Yeah, like that, something like that. Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah,
Is that
there's
a,
like,
is that a
there's
stool?
like chair jutsu.
When somebody attacks you in the
Yeah,
bathroom?
If somebody attacks you and you happen to have a little step stool on you, you know how to defend yourself.
You kill a man with it.
Right, exactly. So it's the stupidest
is
shit.
this?
Chi. He's using his chi. That dude's
chi.
90. Look at him.
Well, he could be 1,000. They after a certain stop.
And he's like,
These are the best. The damn disarm.
with they do a lot of the weapon disarms and stuff like that. It's hilarious.
I've taken a self-defense class for the police department.
Yeah, that shit don't
And
work.
it's some of it, but it's situational.
Yeah.
If a guy's in handcuffs, obviously, sure.
Right.
But like some of it is like they taught us like being self-aware of things. Like that makes sense to me. But like this one shows you how to punch kids. Holy shit, dude! He's punching.
Yeah, dude. He's straight up punching these kids.
Dude. Oh my god!
I wish the listeners could see this. We're gonna have to post some of this stuff on. I'm gonna go through McDojo Life and post some of their stuff.
Look,
on our
look at
page.
this, dude.
That's funny. That's a funny
So
one.
you gotta be ready
A
for
lot of it
anything,
is
you know?
like
Wow.
a lot of it is like Polynesian,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Southeast
oh my God,
Asia
he's gonna break
countries,
his
and they come
back.
up with these weird martial arts that that only they follow in their fucking town, and they have like some sort of grandmaster that he's trained on the top of Mount Kanatanka or whatever. Yeah, a lot of that crap where people are kicking each other in the balls. There's
first
a
off-
lot of fails of attempted to do like headbutt bricks and stuff like that, and they pass out and they knock themselves out and shit like that.
I'm sorry. Have you seen that recent video where that someone posted it where that I think Jacob shared where that dude like didn't have any arms or legs and was doing karate on the
Oh yeah, he was doing a kata. Yeah,
and that dude hit him like he was a pillow.
yeah, shit like
The
that.
same girl in the wheelchair thing. Come on, man.
Oh, I know.
Come on.
Fucking A. But yeah, check out my
right,
Dojo
I'll
Life.
check it
That
out.
shit's hilarious.
I'll check it out. That's good stuff.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll go through a fucking Instagram abyss where I just watch a bajillion of those videos.
Okay.
And stay up way too late and feel like ass for work the next day.
What time we got? How long are we talking?
We probably should cut this.
are we at?
I'm ready for school. 140.
Yeah, that's a good stop. I think 140 is our safe spot.
141
We just can't do an hour,
change.
guys. I'm sorry. We cannot do an hour.
It's impossible.
It's too much. We
We
just get
going.
rolling.
Yeah, we get into the vinegar strokes about an hour 10 in, and we just can't stop. Mm-hmm. So we got to keep going until we bust.
Yeah, sorry about that phone call mid thing. I kind of forgot we were recording right there, saying I took that phone call. So sorry for that lull
Yeah, you did.
period.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna like be like, bah, you're recording. Like actually like say that we were recording.
Well, I
You
don't know
waited
what
till the
happened there.
very end.
Yeah, I don't know what I did that. It was just we'll just call that up.
It was like you kind of really you took that call.
It was
like
kind
we
of
weren't
rude.
recording.
Yeah, it was kind of rude.
I was
I'll just say,
kinda
guys.
I wasn't sure what to do. I was like, do I say? Hey?
Yeah, you just need to keep your mouth shut while I was talking. That's what it was. You're not here. Yeah.
Right,
I'll just pretend like that didn't happen.
Okay.
So everybody, you're welcome,
We'll
guys.
fix it in post.
Yeah, we're
We'll
not
fix
going
in
to.
post.
It actually won't be cut out.
It'll
It'll be in there. Well, I did tell him. At least I told him at the end, like, you got to sign a waiver.
Yeah.
To finish up, like, subscribe, share. We know you. We want
Comment.
you to comment. For the love of God, someone just comment. It's not a big deal, guys. It takes just a second.
I'm still waiting for the first hateful comment. The first you guys suck comment. I'm still waiting for it.
I swear to
I
God,
God.
the show sucks.
Well, I'm just saying. Whenever it comes, I'm going to revel in it. I'm going to frame it.
Write your memoirs.
You know, remember your haters. That's all I say.
That's true. They make it.
They're just as important.
Know your truth. Yeah, like, subscribe, follow, please. Episode 27, right?
27.
It's amazing. I can't believe we've been doing this for 27 weeks.
I know.
Well, actually, 29 because it was 2 weeks we took off.
It was 2 weeks we took off.
So-
Actually, 30 because there was the lost episode.
Oh, that's right.
The one where the audio got all fucked up.
Wow.
That was a good one. We were talking about bidets.
Yep.
About getting water shot in your ass.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good
Bird
one.
bathing it.
We were fucking geeking about that one. That was a
was
good
a good one.
episode. Fuck, I hate that one was ruined.
That was a good one.
Maybe I can get a sound engineer to clean it up, fix it up, because I still have the file.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll call it
Actually,
Legends of the Hidden
31
Temple.
because the one you did with Kylie we didn't even post that.
Oh, that one's terrible.
I still need to listen to it. I still have
Awful
not listened to it.
episode.
And maybe we'll find some clips out of it and do something with it.
All right.
But we also have all these fucking sound checks we don't do anything with.
We need to Rickroll them out.
Yeah, dude. We just need to, just
Okay.
slow trickle them out. We'll put the won't release them like on the
put them on
the
VHS.
platforms. We'll put them on Instagram. We'll find some
Okay.
clips out of that shit because there's some good stuff in there.
Cool.
At least I think so. All right,
Take us
we're
out.
gonna
Take us
get
out.
out of here. Laters.
Oh yeah, Infinite Weekend coming at you.